Hello.
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 Hi.
All right. Equipping the 2042 Elbonian Armed Forces. Let me go ahead and read off the prompt again. Uh, we are located in eastern Burma, roughly the Shan Plateau. We are a democratically led group that has been slightly supported by the CIA that has liberated ourselves from Burma. We're attempting to create our own country. Glorious leader Cousin Harry, as you see there on the right, has appointed us to create the loadout for his new armed forces. If we pick anything too bad, he'll have us killed. If we pick anything too good, and the fact that we're on the Chinese border will mean the CCP will kill us. They'll send in the Ministry for Public Security to re-educate us and our family for creating a country too strong on their border. Moving on.
Yes.
So first up, we have all these categories here. Max, your standard issue infantry, your primary and secondary.
I would at least like to mention that I am currently very ill, so I apologize for any coughing that may occur.
That is, you're preemptively forgiven.
He's also very
I mean, if CCP or Cousin Harry doesn't kill me, nature might. Give me a second whilst I present the only suitable piece of shit that could be possibly sold to both sides. I have put it in the third slide or whatever it is.
Oh, yes, I need to move on to the next slide.
Well, here's where we were.
Oh!
There we go.
Oh!
Oh, he's.
We're off
what's
to a strong start.
We sure are.
Now let me explain here.
You're going to need to.
I can convince Cousin Harry on this because, you know, it looks tactical. It's bullpup. It's unusual, and I can somewhat say to him, I've provided you with the current up-to-date British military weapon of choice, whilst not telling him that this is not actually an an 85 A3. This is actually an A1. So it's actually a giant piece of shit, but it's cheap because we'll have sold all the A1s that we've had left to Elbonia, and the CCP won't give a flying rat's ass because they'll all break down.
What say you?
I think
That's my
I think
argument.
I think it's history. I don't know if he would be up to date knowing that the A3 was a good version of it. He might just assume.
But I'm saying, I mean, I don't think he knows anything about this, unless he's a nerd and you know read Jonathan Ferguson's book or was a big fan of British military history and bullpup rifles, which who the hell is? Apart from people with Stockholm syndrome.
I like bullpups, and I take that personally.
I said British bullpups, not
I do
bullpups
like
in
the
general.
SA-80.
In that case,
but I do think he kills you.
sweet release of death.
I also think that there's no way you can get by with any variant of the L85. I'm sorry.
I could get by with a modern version, but then the CCP might actually be so intrigued.
You could get by unless Cousin Harry is left-handed.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Do we know what handedness Cousin Harry is?
No.
Unless he subscribes to the Pol Pot theory, where you know anybody left-handed has been killed already, in which case it's the perfect weapon.
This is true.
Anybody else want to weigh in on this?
Flyboy?
Fucking British piece of shit, but perfect for a third world country, man.
Anyone else?
The Chinese aren't gonna care.
Well, as you know, I have extensive gun knowledge. And in my expert opinion,
I think it's 2 versus 1 here, Max, on this one.
Well, who's the other person who said I'm being killed?
Oh, God. It was Vigan and me.
So far, it's only you. Oh, I didn't know it was Vigan said I was going to be killed.
All right, hold on.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's only 1.
You've only been killed once.
Yes.
Why is it taking it? Why is it?
I'm glad we had this prepared beforehand.
The gold. Yeah, right. The golden Draco with a drum mag.
I gotta.
Quite the death
Not
weapon.
killed. Not killed
Wow.
immediately. I love it.
There's cat noises mean that we have been joined by another person.
Copy image.
No,
Can I
the
do it this way?
golden Draco is what you get killed by.
Oh,
If Cousin Harry's had enough of your shit, is the golden Draco murders you.
There we go. I got it to work. We're fine. I am a technical genius. Yes, the golden drum mag Draco. That is the perennial. You've been killed by Cousin Harry.
We're totally not amateurs in this either, by the way.
Totally not. Oh God, it's my turn already. Oh,
Yep.
okay, gentlemen, if I may. Oh wait, Max, did you have a secondary? You might be able
shit.
to.
Yeah, I forgot we're doing it in batch. No, I'm not able to save myself, but here we go anyway.
Okay, well.
Please hold, sir. This one is a Cousin Harry special for him to have as his personal sidearm.
This might save you then if he likes it enough. Because he might.
Depends on how flashy he feels. Why is that not centered? There we go. Solved.
Oh my god.
I think he did it. I think he saved himself.
The
That's
triple
like the
action
biggest,
thunder.
dumbest thing that existed in the back of my mind. What is the best statement piece a man could have? And it's a pistol that fires a 50 BMG and is breech loaded one at a time and can be gold plated.
The gold plating really saves you there.
It's going to
I
be
think.
hilariously impractical.
Correct.
That's perfect.
But
Perfect
Cousin
for a
Harry is
dictator.
gonna love this so much he might forgive you for the SA-80.
You know how some dictators, benevolent leaders, wear a pistol on their dress uniform during
I was
parades and
exactly
everything?
thinking that. I have a mental image of this hanging off his
I think-
hip in a hip
I
holster.
think he's gonna have it across his chest.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be so
Yeah,
proud
that
of
works.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
be
love
so
it.
proud of it.
Hmm.
He's gonna have a
Obviously, he'll
sling
have-
for it.
He'll have a bandolier of 50 BMG as well.
Oh yeah. I think you saved yourself.
God, it's absolutely incredible what he was able to do right there.
I'm clapping in the background.
I didn't know it was possible to save yourself from an L85. There we go. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll save that until China kills one of us. All right. I'm gonna cough first, actually, Max.
All right, Brad, what's your primary weapon?
All right. So, gentlemen, this is 2042. We are fighting wars of the future at this point. What we will need at this time is a true future weapon. What I would like to introduce to you is a caseless ammunition weapon that functions as two weapon systems. I would like to introduce you to the Advanced Individual Combat Weapon.
Oh no.
The ACW. Oh,
You said
no.
caseless, and I got worried you'd been rooting through my YouTube search history.
Oh. Why does it look so bad?
Wait a minute.
As you can see clearly, that is what originally started life as an AUG.
No!
It has been modified
No!
to take 5.56 caseless ammunition and has an included 40mm grenade launcher that loads itself, mounted above the barrel.
That sounds like it's gonna go great.
I mean, the autoloading grenade launcher is pretty cool, but how could you do that to my AUG? How? Why? It's pretty cool, though.
It's like they took an AUG and made it as ugly
It's a
as possible.
superposed load grenade launcher.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's the performance of this grenade launcher?
It is just a standard 40mm NATO proprietary grenade.
Okay.
It is electrically fired. This was made by the Australians, by the way.
Of course it was.
Effective firing range.
That is the hat.
Effective firing range of the rifle was 550 yards and 330 yards for the grenade launcher. It could carry. It had a 30-round box magazine and a 3-round superposed. It could carry 3 grenade launcher rounds in that superimposed barrel.
I kind of think you live for the rifle, but
It is a proprietary grenade, I should say, because there is no casing. It fires the whole grenade because it's super. There is nothing to eject.
I think Cousin Harry likes the idea, but he thinks it's hideous because it is.
He's
Once again, yeah.
wait until he finds out he can blow stuff up with this at will.
That's what I said.
Basically.
He likes the idea of the grenade launcher, but it's fucking disgusting.
Now
it is pretty ugly.
I think the caseless 5.56 is a miss, but the blowy uppy is gonna bring it back.
And we can set up our own ammo factory to make the caseless ammunition. Proprietary no longer.
Yes.
I can't imagine that that's going to go badly with a factory set up in eastern Burma. Sorry, Elbonia.
Fine.
So, to go with this, we obviously are creating super soldiers with this, right? Now every soldier is both a rifleman and can function in a demolition role. Light demolition role. What we are kind of missing with this, though, is even though the rifle is a bullpup, we're missing something that helps us clear the jungle effectively. The most effective way to clear the jungle is with a fully automatic shotgun. Gentlemen, the OC-28.
What the hell is that thing?
Light enough to be carried on the back or hung on the side of a pack. It weighs only 7 pounds loaded. And strong enough to have plenty of ability to clear out any sort of jungle or clear any room. For those of you who may not be familiar with the weapon, this is a Russian rifle that fires 23 millimeter shotgun shells. It is
like the KS-23.
It was in the same it was in the same trials as the KS-23. It carries, I believe that is a 5 or 10 round box magazine, but we could easily adapt it to take larger drum magazines. And the flash hider on the end is optional and looks much better without it.
I was about to say, if you die on the ugliness of the org, you double die on the ugliness of that.
Just ignore the fact that all of the websites I found for that are in Russian.
Of course they are.
Brad is now on a list. Oh, another one.
Honestly, the flash hider is quite practical for the jungle at night.
Yep.
It would be. You could also beat someone to death with that flash hider.
Yep.
Alternatively, you could store, like drinks cans in it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You could definitely put a can of soda in there.
Yeah, you take it off and use it in the
koozie.
koozie.
Ooh. Does it have a stock?
No. No, it's for close range engagements. You would just walk in with a hand on the front and your hand on the trigger.
Yeah, those are really low pressure shotgun shells.
You said fully auto. What's the fire rate?
Oh, this one was not the fully automatic version. It is a manual reloading longitudinally sliding bolt with a 5-round magazine with a maximum range of 76 meters with specific ammunition. And it can fire up to 5 shots a minute.
5 shots a minute.
Just 23 by 75 millimeter. Russian.
Wow, that's a big fucking round. Well, now I had an idea, but that would probably help you. I kind of think you live. What say everyone else?
5 rounds a minute is pretty shit.
Yeah,
But-
But look at it. You're only gonna fire one when you show it to Cousin
Yeah,
Harry.
that's the problem. Is I'm looking at it. That's part of your issue. Is you got a pair of
And-
hideous guns.
If you're gonna
Here's
look
the
at
thing.
what it does to what it shoots.
Now that I'm on Team Live, you tell him about the semi-automatic one, right? So he's all on board with that, and then you go ahead and acquire the pump action ones.
I think from the concept of a jungle clearer, 5 rounds a minute just might not cut it.
You're forgetting the
Even
fact
with
that one
even
round
with
is
the
going to
area
clear
of
the
effect
jungle.
that the round is gonna have.
I still think part of your argument of jungle clearer's problem is that your primary weapon has, a grenade launcher on it, which is also pretty good at jungle clearing. So your primary weapon has made your
What?
secondary
There's a
weapon
lot of
somewhat,
jungle.
yeah, but
why,
the primary
you got
does its job better.
But you only
If
have
you're
3
clearing
rounds
the
in that.
jungle with 5 shots a minute, those better be Dragon's Breath rounds.
cousin Harry would be a little mad about you making him buy 3 different types of ammo.
No. Logistics are ignored for this.
Brad, I have another question.
What do you mean logistics are ignored for this?
How much does that AUG weigh with the grenade launcher on it?
Oh, you're gonna make the answer that?
Yeah.
It is.
20 pounds.
All right, I'm not gonna include its weight with the sight they have on it because that sight is optional.
No,
We can
just
put
cheapos. I
and
want
we
to
can
know
put our own sight on it. We could Amazon special sights we could put on it.
how much is it with the sight.
Loaded with the sight is 22 pounds, but the sight is the sight on top of it is 6 pounds.
Sorry?
It's because it was the 90s.
Yeah, that's true. It was the 90s.
ITL, that sight is the ITL Viper multi-purpose rifle system Ving sight FCS.
Hideous.
But that's still a 16-pound. Is this loaded or unloaded?
Loaded. That is fully loaded with 3 grenades.
That's still a 16-pound rifle.
I bet you in Cousin Harry's use, that thing will either only have 1 round of grenade launcher or none at all, and it's just there for intimidation factor.
Don't forget
it is an
that
18
we also have
barrel.
mountains.
I mean this in the nicest way possible. But have you seen the average Burmese man of military age?
I was thinking, yes, Burma and Southeast Asia are notorious
Hey,
for its
look.
large and burly people.
Elbonian men are strong. You have to think about how
gotta-
much mud they have to farm. They are
It'd be
strong.
relatively. They're still probably 5'6" tops.
Maybe.
Actually, think of Tyler. That's your rough sort of size and dimensions.
It kind of seems like you're gonna die, Brad. That's what 3, 4 that have had negative.
Yeah, but here's the
questions
thing.
towards it.
The thing is, like, when Cousin Harry gets it and he goes through like the showing off process, all he's going to see is the glitz and glamour. He's going to get to fire 3 grenade launchers in a row. He's gonna get to fire the gun in fully automatic, and he's gonna get to feel how much recoil that 23mm shotgun has. And he's gonna know.
And he's gonna
see
put
that
and then
go.
But the problem
"Ah."
is you're gonna blow out his shoulder when he fires
as
the
I say, he's gonna
shotgun.
dislocate his shoulder with the shotgun, and then he's gonna
No,
shoot
you can't shoulder it.
No, but he's gonna try.
I'd like to see somebody
I'll
try.
break his
try to,
wrist.
yeah, I'd like to see somebody.
He'll break it. Fine, he'll break his wrist then.
I think you're gonna get killed by the Chinese for the rifle. I
think
completely
Harry-
forgot about the Chinese when I said that you're gonna live. No, the Chinese are gonna kill you for that rifle.
They're gonna kill me
I
for.
think the Chinese kill him for the rifle, and Harry kills him for the shotgun.
Double death.
Interesting.
It's gonna do a generic one of these for that then.
All right.
All right, let me go ahead, Vigan.
Right. Gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, AK-47s and AH-64 Apache helicopters. I present to you A slideshow, gentlemen.
I thought those were your suggestions, to be honest. I was
No,
like,
no,
what?
no, no. I present to you a slideshow for Elbonia. We have our introduction, naturally, equipping the Elbonian Armed Forces for 2022. Now, before we get into that, sir, this part of it, we need to go through our introduction. Do we not? Actually, no, we're going to skip that because what we're looking at is a small arms weapon. And for that, we need to understand power. And there is nothing more powerful on the battlefield than the power of infantry.
Power of a generic HR corporate PowerPoint by the looks of it.
Yes, and I present to you
Oh no.
the
Oh.
HK SIM-29 Object Individual Combat Weapon and the AO-46 Personal Defense Weapon.
I like that you guys basically had the same idea.
Yeah.
They're just so.
And I'm going to turn all those arguments back on you. Why should the Chinese not kill you for that rifle?
Because the U.S. Army said no to it?
It doesn't matter. The Australian army presented mine and everybody said no to it.
Yeah, but Brad, one has much more. No offense to any Australians that may or may not listen to this. I love you guys, but the U.S. Army has a bit more pull than the Australian Army.
The Australian Army lost to emus. They can go suck it.
Also
And
come up
we're
with
off the air in
Charl-
Australia.
They also
Goodbye, you
accepted the
industrious little
Charlton.
fellows.
And I mean, look, it uses a 20mm grenade, slightly smaller, with both HE and HE. It's basically a G36 underneath for the rifle, which is cool.
With a 250 millimeter barrel.
Hey, it's sufficient in the jungle.
I guess if you're trying to hit China with it.
Yeah. And
from Burma.
On top, we have an integrated 6-time thermal vision night vision optic with computer-assisted sighting and a laser rangefinder.
Huh.
Our grenade launcher fires 10 rounds a minute, and it has a maximum range of 1,000 meters. And then our rifle, well, it's not as good. It's only usual rifle stuff, 600 to 800 meters ish, and it's 5.56. But let's not just get torn down and only focus on the XM29. Let's also take a look at the AO-46, because after all, you need something to defend yourself with. You need something for those tight, narrow spaces in the jungle, in the cities, in the villages. And 700 RPM of 545 by 39 out of a tiny little gun like that is perfect for those situations. That's about all I got.
Do you wanna mention how your grenade launcher is only a 20 millimeter grenade launcher?
I did.
Okay.
I just like the fact we all pick bullpups.
Well, it's the future. We're gonna need bullpups to be able to fight in the future.
Mine's only half a bullpup.
You mean? Oh God, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's got my brain farted and looked at the rear carrying.
What's really
bag.
funny is that weapon, Vigan, actually went up against mine in design.
Really?
They were made at the same time and went up against each other.
Ah.
And many of the criticisms of yours is that mine did better were its poor grenade launcher service like usability, the inaccuracy of the weapon due to the shortened barrel, and the fact that it was also just as heavy as mine.
Okay, yeah, it is a little heavy. Just slightly heavy.
Do you care to talk about the cost of your primary weapon?
No, not particularly because I don't actually know how much it would have cost. Look, it'd be a lot, okay?
Because it's made from H&K, so we're paying for that diamond money, baby.
Yeah, but see, H&K is not for poors. Cousin Harry looks down upon the poors. Cousin Harry does not want to be seen with the poors of the world, and especially of the local countries who are still using AKs and AR derivatives. He wants to be a step above. And with the XM29, specifically made by HK, we have that.
I argue that Cousin Harry himself wants to spend money on himself, not on his troops. He wants to save that money for his own personal collection of nonsense versus, outfitting his peasant frontline with expensive weapons.
How good is that thermal vision scope in the daytime?
Oh,
Oh, is that what that is?
well, it's okay.
So I think Cousin Harry's sold on the two. I'm uncertain of what China's reaction to your primary will be.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
yours was heavier loaded.
No.
Yeah, because I said I wasn't including the sight in mine.
Yeah, but
And you did, so your gun is even heavier than mine.
that's because the sight is
How no,
integral to the
I was gonna say,
module.
how heavy is Vigans with the sight?
8.17 kilograms, and mine was
What's
7.
that in pounds?
It's gonna be like 20
Like
pounds.
19 pounds, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's tit for tat. When you've got a sight on yours is still heavier.
Yeah, mine is heavier with a sight, but that's why we're not putting that sight on
Yes.
it. We're just gonna buy some Amazon sights.
Yes, but I'm saying
Yeah,
the equivalent is yours is
but-
heavier.
Vigans has a thermal sight, so I'm actually gonna go with Vigans on this one. You need a fucking thermal sight in the jungle, regardless of if it's daytime. Who gives a fuck? You're in the jungle. You're under a canopy.
And that's fair. But you just brought up a good reason about why the
But
Chinese want to
I
kill
think
him.
because he has a thermal sight, China's gonna come
Yeah.
after it. That's too advanced of technology.
We've had thermal sights for 50 years.
Yeah, we have, but Southeast Asia.
I'm sorry, China just invented them last year.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they're still a bit scared of it, especially in nearby soil.
2042?
Oh, right, 2042.
I think you do a good job convincing Cousin Harry. I think the Chinese take you and your family.
Ah.
I think Vigan gets away with it. Just.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna be neutral on this one. Yeah, there's too many drawbacks for the Chinese to give it.
I think China's coming just for that thermal scope.
But we're still 2-2. Goddammit.
Are we 2-2? It's
Neat.
2-1, and it's 2-1-1.
Oh no. Well, yeah, but Flybo just said he's neutral and the Chinese don't kill him.
I'm going to agree that the Chinese are angry.
Okay, he dies. Which now means we get to use the image I forgot we'd selected for this, which is that.
And now we're all on the list.
We're all getting killed by the CCP.
Ni hao, China. Ni hao.
How's it going?
I do not
Being
condone any
chilling.
of this.
It's too late. You're here,
It's
bud.
too late. You're here. Yeah.
You're an accomplice.
You're committed. Doing pretty good so far. We've had a live and each death.
I still can't believe he lived with an L85.
Oh, it's Monica's turn. All right.
Oh god.
I should be transmitting sound, so this should work fine.
Oh, what the fuck?
What is this?
The horrible shitpost. The audio quality is abysmal.
Excellent. Oh, wait a minute. I had you muted. What is
What's
this?
the audio? The audio quality.
I think it's definitely on purpose. Yes.
Oh my god.
This is being played down a tin can with some string attached. Jesus.
Whoa.
Okay, SR-47.
It's an AR that takes AK mags.
That's actually a good idea out there. I actually think that's not a
Is
bad
it?
idea.
It's almost too credible.
Has an AK magazine. It's cool looking. AR parts for in case NATO war. Rails. Tactical.
Okay, what's
I
the
think you should
second?
change tactical to tactical.
What's the secondary?
Some video.
Is anyone banging their head to this?
Of course. An M93.
Fucking Raffica!
That was the secondary I picked.
Burst go. Brrr.
M9 parts, probably.
Pointy handle for bashing. Suppressing fire in pocket.
God damn it! I think she lives.
She lives.
I'm
I
so
think she
upset.
lives.
I can't
She
think of
lives.
anything
She
against it.
lives.
I'm so
It's
upset.
perfect.
Damn it.
It's perfect.
It's too credible, but I can't fault it for being too credible.
Oh, that's
God.
too good.
God damn it!
Congratulations.
All right,
She's not even
Flyboy.
here.
I will post a picture of yours. You can feel free to start explaining it after I do that. They can get rid of your.
Huh? Oh,
Get out of here.
I thought you.
Nope.
Oh, I have to delete it. Okay.
I'm not doing it for you. Yeah, I don't know how many things you posted. I'm not gonna do
Just
it for
two.
you. All right, Flyboy, for his first primary, has blessed us with the Rorsch Mark IV.
The theme of 2042, we have the Rorsch Mark IV, hailing
So
from
China's
the
killing him, right? Immediately.
hailing from the mountains of Germany in a secret facility. We have a real life, honest to goodness railgun, man portable. You can choose full auto, burst, or a charge single shot that is closer to a higher power rifle, such as a DMR or sniper. Benefits: no powder. It uses stainless tungsten projectiles and is powered by a large battery. Has a 10-round mag, which, if you're using full auto, it's going to go out quickly. But we could probably extend that.
Thank you, Brad.
The battery weighs like 20 pounds.
How heavy is this? You got to start like winning some point. China's on its way to pick up your family right now.
Okay, here are the downsides. Okay, you have to wear a fucking backpack for the battery.
That'll be great in the mountains.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. But
Also,
other than that, the downside, the upsides are obviously the ammo, the accuracy, and the fact there's no powder. It's virtually maintenance free, quoting from the AR-15 brochure.
I would absolutely argue that the ammo is not an upside because that's notoriously easy to acquire tungsten.
No. What are you talking about? We're living in the mountains of Burma. You can just have your fucking child soldiers mine you the lithium you need for the batteries.
I'm not concerned about the battery.
Do we need to actually use tungsten?
Some fuckers is going to put a stick
Probably
in
not. Probably not. It was just for the
someone's going to
armor.
fire a stick.
It was for the armor piercing ability of it, but it
Hmm.
can be whatever you want. It's just a stainless steel dart.
Actually, it's going to end up firing rebar.
Yeah, it's going to be pop metal.
Fuck it. Hey, it's going 3,000 FPS. You can do whatever. You can fire whatever you want.
All right.
Congratulations, you have a hole in you and tetanus.
Nice.
What I think Flyboy has created is the 2042 equivalent of a musket.
He kind of has.
Or a
Yeah,
Martini
honestly,
Henry.
it'll fire any metal. That's kind of the whole thing with inductive railguns.
China's killed you. Not killing you. China has fucking executed you.
All right.
Unless you pull out an even greater save than I managed.
His
Yeah,
secondary, speaking of a great save, is a
Is it a flintlock pistol?
It is a select fire.
Oh no.
Caltech
P50.
Oh, what the?
What in the name of a BB gun is that?
No, it's you don't need a P90. If you buy P90s, China's gonna be fucking pissed about it. So you call up your meth snorting brothers down, call up your meth snorting brothers in Florida, and they'll sell you as many of these fucking things as you want. Also takes P90 mags and ammo. It's the same thing. It shoots the same.
I'd like to argue the case of I've not picked the P90 because China would be annoyed. Now look at my railgun.
He makes a good point there.
You know, apparently some Keltec sub 2000s did go to Ukraine, so I hate to say it, but the company now does have a little bit of combat history.
I've seen a lot of Keltecs in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Like of various types. There's a lot of them, which is terrifying almost. And
hopefully none of these fucking things.
Man, they probably got a lot of P90 mags over there.
I think some P90s have gone, but you probably live for the Keltec monstrosity, but there's no way you live with a railgun.
Oh, he's completely dead. Yeah.
Railgun.
He's still completely dead for the railgun. Yeah.
If anything, they're confiscating the railgun and killing you with it.
Yeah, like having a railgun is like is like a guaranteed death with a CCP because we still haven't really figured it out. Other than to find out that this is probably hilariously not possible.
Impractical.
Yeah.
All right. It's Vic. Do you want to do Josh's?
Yeah. All right. So let me pull up his spiel on my phone again real quick. Right. So kind of sticking to the bullpup theme that we've somehow managed to get.
Literally everything.
Going with a little
The
bit of
railgun. The railgun is also a bullpup. Let I may argue. Yay!
FAMAS F1. Now, everyone knows the FAMAS. Everyone loves the FAMAS. La Clarion, or however the French say it. This is the F1 with the 25-round proprietary box magazine. Also known for needing to shoot steel case ammunition to function better than with the brass case. Pros, stupid high fire rate, rifle grenade capability. That's really cool. I mean, just look at it. And you can get them pretty cheap on the used market since the French are unfortunately going to the HK416 like the rest of Europe. So yeah, can't really see anything wrong with that. And then for a pistol, we have another piece of HK ingenuity. The HK VP70, a select fire 18-round pistol capable of firing 2,200 rounds a minute. And it has a stock.
I think Harry is not entertained about the FAMAS being as old as it is at this point. That is a 60 to 70-year-old rifle you're proposing to him.
Right, but the M16, the AR pattern is also very old. AK patterns are very old, and they still got proposed.
Right, but there's no rails. There's nothing on this to make it look like new or futuristic.
I
to
don't think
him.
Cousin Harry's gonna know what the FAMAS is, so it will be new to him.
We can just add rails, and you don't need. I mean, the iron sights are relatively good. It has a
I have a
bipod,
qu-
so it's stable.
I have a question. How
Okay.
old is Cousin Harry in 2042?
Probably in his.
He's leading a revolution, so
60s, 70s.
yeah.
Okay, if he's in his 60s in 2042, that means he was in his 20s and the noughties. So this man played COD, so he knows what a FAMAS is.
Mm,
That's a good point.
yeah.
That's my argument there.
And he knows how good the gun is.
And he might be thinking of it from Call of Duty then as that really shitty 3-round burst rifle that he could never get kills with.
Really shit.
Alternatively, if he was a bit more of a fucking nerd, he played Rainbow Six Siege and thinks it's the best thing in the universe because it's broken
Yeah.
as shit.
Or he
You
played
think they
Black
had
Ops.
internet in Burma in the 90s?
Elbonia!
I'm not talking about
Well,
the
it was
90s
Burma
either.
at
This
the
is the
time.
noughties or the 2010s.
It wasn't
This is like-
Elbonia yet, to be fair.
This is like 10 years ago, like 10,
Cousin
15.
Harry could have gone to school elsewhere.
I was about
He
to say
might
he
not
might
have
have done a
always.
Pol Pot and got educated abroad.
Yeah. He might have gone to the Elbonian University of Damascus or the Elbonian University of Oslo. They're out there.
Yeah, or
London.
the Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Anyway, those are Josh's suggestions. The FAMAS F1 and the HK VP70.
I think he lives.
I think Harry shoots him.
I think the rate of fire on the FAMAS saves him, just by sheer number of like rounds that get spit out.
Both of them are very high rate of fire.
And also, a carry handle in the jungle just works.
A jungler.
Doesn't the French have experience with those in the jungle, and they weren't great?
Uh,
I think they were
doesn't
in
need to know- he doesn't
Indonesia
need to
with
know
them.
that.
Yeah.
Indonesia.
Wasn't it?
The Foreign Legion trains in South America with them in French Guyana. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any horror experiences with them. Of course, the FAMAS is most of its experience has been in Africa, in the desert.
All right. He gets by. All right, Max. You
Oh
want to
god,
show
what am I
us your
suggesting now?
infantry support weapon? We're on to
Oh
category
hell
2.
yeah!
So far, we're rocking about a 50% death rate, so.
I think that I don't know whether that's going to go up or not. To be honest,
Is that a Carl Gustav?
yes, it is.
Time to die.
I can't. He lives.
It comes down
It
to we've decided Cousin Harry played Call of Duty. Did Cousin Harry play Bad Company 2?
He might have.
This is the question, because if he did, he kills him on the spot for this.
It's reliable. It works. It's rugged. It makes things go boom. It's a recoilless rifle, and yeah, it's reusable as well. You don't need to throw it away every time, and it makes problems go away.
There is one downside to it, but we don't necessarily need to tell Cousin Harry about it. And that's, at least in the U.S. Army, you're limited to shooting it like 5 times a day.
Oh no,
or a
that's
week or
not a problem with the resistance.
This is true.
We're here for short-term gains, not long-term problems.
Anyone have any opposition?
I think he just lives. It's a Carl
He
Gustav.
lives.
Look at that.
I also I had to use that image because it's funny.
Yeah. All right.
there was better images, but I found that one and it reminded me of a segment from one of his videos that I hadn't seen in ages. Which
Alright.
in that case was a Ford Scorpio got shot by a Carl Gustav.
All right, gentlemen. Now, Max, you showed him the Carl Gustav, which is what, 87 millimeters, 78 millimeters anti-tank rifle.
84, I think.
84, child's play. You see, what Cousin Harry wants is he wants something big. He wants something large, and it makes an even bigger boom, and with a name that I can't pronounce.
Oh, good.
Coming
boy.
coming from the well-known places for their military manufacturing of Serbia and North Macedonia, I
Jesus
present
wept.
to you the RBR 120mm M90 Sturluson.
The what?
The Sturluson.
Do you want
It's Serbian. I can't pronounce it. It is a 120mm single-use unguided anti-tank rocket launcher, produced in North Macedonia and Serbia. I don't know what else to say. It's fucking huge for a man pad, and it makes giant explosions because it's huge.
That's a man pad.
That is a man pad.
Huh. Okay. I'm a little more distracted by the M93 behind it, but
Well, it's not anti-air. It is an unguided rocket launcher. Sorry.
all right. So
It's
it's an
anti anything you hit.
Yeah, technically it's it when you shoot this thing, something is having a bad day on the other side. Or behind you, because there's quite a large
Alternatively, because
backblast.
because it's made by Serbia, it might be you having the bad time.
We don't need to go into that.
It's also single use only, so you got to throw it away.
It is single use, but look at the look at the explosion. Oh, think of like what you could blow up with it.
Right, but then what do you do with the tube afterwards? Carry it for like
Nah, you just throw it down.
posterity, or
Nah, you
beat
just leave it.
someone with it, or
It would make a very good beating stick. Considering by itself it weighs 5.7 kilograms.
Strap multiple of them together and create a super gun.
I mean, I don't see the Chinese really having any sort of issue with this. I'd assume whatever tank they have in 2042 would be able to take that. Maybe a Type 99 could. I don't know. No, probably not. It just seems a bit too basic, bitch.
I'll have you know this currently in the year of our Lord 2024. This anti-tank rifle is in service with Serbia, North Macedonia, Iraq, Syria, and Hamas.
Huh.
So it has a storied history of being able to take down armor.
Of hitting it and going doink.
We don't need to explain that to him. But it's huge. It's 120 millimeters on your shoulder when you shoot it.
I think he lives because Cousin Harry doesn't understand how irritating it will be to actually use.
Yeah.
Just quickly say single use or mumble it, and then tell him about something else before he can process that fact.
We'll have two at the demonstration, and we'll distract
So
him
he can fire them back to back and give himself a concussion.
We'll fire one and then distract him for about 30 seconds while we carry that one out of the way and bring the loaded one back.
Sleight of hand and pretend you've reloaded it.
Yes.
Okay. That'd be. And it's very big, and
it's
120 millimeter
gigantic.
rocket. You have like a platoon of those guys marching in the Elbonia Day parade. That'll look pretty intimidating.
It is.
Live.
It is 1.3 millimeter. It's 1.3 meters long.
I think he lives.
Yeah, he lives.
I'll take that one. I literally looked for the largest shoulder launched anti-tank rifle. That was my only thing there was big. All
All
right.
right,
Yep, Vigan, go ahead.
my turn.
Yep.
Okay, so continuing our. Oh wait, I pressed the wrong thing. Continuing our slideshow for our glorious leader. We need to get a weapon that's going to really show confidence to our troops. Something that will provide support, something that'll be there for them, something to assist them in their time of need. Something like a light machine gun. So, look no further than the L-86 light support weapon.
You're dead. We killed Max for the L85, and he only saved himself because of his secondary. You're just dead with an L86.
But look, if I can talk you through these business-oriented.
As a spokesperson for my country, I can save you the time and just say dead.
I hear your business decisions, and I still kill you.
Damn, tough crowd. All right.
So we all
I
just don't
substitute.
like British. Sorry, we all just don't like British rifles.
But it has a girder on it. Look, it's so cool with the girder, and you can use it as a marksman rifle, like the Brits did in Afghanistan when they
We
realized it
wanted a
was
marksman rifle. We
surly.
should have kept the SLR.
Yeah. Let's not go into that part, but
No, let's.
One thing my dad always says, even though I know, he's like, God, I missed my SLR. He took away my baby and gave me a piece of shit.
fine. Sorry, L-86, I tried. I think I'm the only person in the world that actually likes you.
It's a really tough sell in 20 years.
Yeah.
I never said I didn't like it. It's just I know how it should be treated.
Oh, it's time for Monica's.
Oh God.
Yes.
Alright, so we were here. All right. God damn it! I forgot the fucking music.
I can't wait for the video to somehow get copyright strike because of this shit.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Will.
Oh my God.
The Flash.
Oh, I'm so upset. I didn't think of this.
Missile-based suppressing
Okay.
fire. No targeting system needed. Just spams missile. Enemy cry like baby in fear.
Anybody else reading the final line like Heavy from TF2?
Enemy cry like baby in
Baby in fear.
Yeah, you can't not.
That was crazy that worked out that well.
Oh, man.
I'm really upset that she lives again.
She lives again! Fuck!
I'm really
Gold
upset.
star on that one.
You can't. And, dude, even if there was any negative points, you bring up the fact that Arnold used one of those in a movie. Which movie was it? It
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Arnie
It doesn't
used it.
matter.
It was,
Arnold
it
used
was Commando, wasn't it?
Was it Commando? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, she just. There's no dying from that. Very impressive.
If that kills you, I don't want to be right.
Yeah. Well, unless you're on the receiving end of it.
I might want to be wrong then. Okay. Flyboys. Infantry support weapon is the Barrett PGS 30mm multi-launcher. I am on the wrong page.
Good job. Oh, okay.
Huh?
Okay. Brand spanking new off the showroom floor is the Barrett PGS multi-launcher. It is fully automatic, select fire, or single fire if you so choose. It is light, at less than 10 pounds, fully loaded with a 10-round box bag. However, that can go up depending on your ammo type. Ammo types include literally anything you can think of, it will shoot. They have developed some extra new and fancy ammo types, including what appears to be a Hesh style round. There's several armor piercing, high explosive, or direct fire, such as a shotgun 30 millimeter. But it's light enough for the troops to carry, and they get to choose how they use it based on their ammo type. Oh, it can also be used with a drum mag.
I think China's on its way.
I'm starting to think that Flyboy's got a death wish for the CCP.
I also agree that China's gonna kill you for this.
I'm sorry, I had guacamole and chips in my mouth. I don't think that he's necessarily going to die, because they could confuse that for a regular rifle.
I like where your head's at.
If he's not dead, he's subject to some serious waterboarding.
My head, when I looked at this, I thought of the Bolter, the Warhammer rifle in 40K, because it kind of shoots the same shell as that from that game.
This is true. The Bolter does fire, I think, a 30 millimeter round.
You definitely just won over with Cousin Harry on that one. You just tell him it's the 40K rifle, and he's all for it.
Space Marine.
I don't think Harry was ever against it.
Yeah, but now he's really for it. He wants them now.
Yeah, I think Harry's in love with this.
My issue is with China.
Honestly, you paint it. Here's my solution. You paint it black, and you make it a bullpup, and they won't know it's any different from the XM25.
The only way you get this by China is if you only shoot shotgun shells out of it. If they find out that it's a multi-type ammunition.
84 MOA. That's a lot.
They're gonna look at it and go, Barrett, huh? They don't make any explosive anything.
I want to look at some of the stats on this, by the way.
Yeah, I would look for the ammo types because they're kind of weird.
No, I'm gonna. Let me make this bigger, please. If we look here, it is 34 inches long. It has a 124 twist rate barrel, and it weighs 14 pounds with optic. Okay. Yeah, I still think China kills you. I think this is just too versatile.
God damn it.
Why does it say precision grenadier system?
That's the name of the contract, the PGS.
Okay. I was gonna say, does this fire the 30 millimeter smart ammo?
Yeah, they're like doing the whole new contract for replacing the XM25 that never even got off the ground anyway.
All right. Well, that narrows that down.
But of course, Elbonia won't be able to afford the. Oh wow.
The other one, I should say that the other competitor for the contract is Rheinmetall, and theirs is a 40 millimeter.
All right, so Rheinmetall is probably gonna win the contract.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Hang on, I gotta get a picture.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I wasn't the only one who went more down the line of light machine guns, and this one is particularly cool, and I think Cousin Harry will equally think it's cool. Josh is recommending the Ameli. It is a Spanish-made 5.56 chambered MG42.
I was gonna ask why it looked like an MG3.
It's because it is, but it's chambered in 5.56.
Yep.
A core component of this also falls down to: did Cousin Harry ever play Rainbow Six Siege?
He might have at
Because
some point.
if we've got another gun that was OP as balls in that game,
Now,
I think he lives. Yeah.
basic things about the Ameli. It has a fire rate of 800 to 1,200 rounds a minute.
I don't really think you need to explain yourself too much. It looks like an MG42. You live.
It looks like an MG42. It fires bonkers rate of fire. It doesn't really jam, and it's got more readily accessible ammo. But it's still quite an old design, so China don't care.
True. Yeah, I don't have anything against it. I think Josh lives for that. Minus the fact that the Ameli isn't necessarily the most reliable machine gun in history. The Spanish would agree with me on that one. But it looks cool. It's green, and it looks like an MG42.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough to get it a pass for most people.
Yep.
Alrighty, Max. We have your personnel carrier. Doesn't need to be armored, but personnel carrier must carry personnel.
It does certainly do that.
Oh! Site source, die another day.
Yeah. It's an LCAC, which, as you will also notice, can have a GPMG mounted on the nose of it, and it has gull-wing doors. And yeah, it's already well proven in the DMZ if you watch the opening 10 minutes of one of the worst Bond films ever made. And as advertised, it do a heckin' hover. But look how cool it is. Hovercrafts look great on parades as long as they don't have to do sharp turns or stop suddenly.
Oh, you mentioned parades. I think you get killed because of that.
It's gonna be very
You
loud.
get killed because of parades.
Because it's not. It's going to slide into the crowd in a parade.
No,
And it's gonna be
it's a
very,
hover.
very.
No, Brad. No. It's a hovercraft. It doesn't actually run people over because it just hovers over them.
Exactly. It's safe. It's got a cushion around it, so it's safe. It also just looks cool.
Right, but will Cousin Harry be able to hear the marching band over the sound of that
No,
band?
no, he will not.
That's why you allow the marching band to go through first, and then the hovercrafts go through either at the end or the beginning. They're the open or closener, and then you turn them off once they've gone round back.
You cannot hear much of anything when one of these goes by.
What's the power plant in that? Is it piston or turboprop?
Please hold my computer. The computer restarted sort of. It's a diesel.
All right, so we're not at pounds per hour. We're in gallons per mile.
Maybe. It's got space for 23 people though in civilian form.
Well, that's definitely a
Now,
people carrier.
Just theoretically, what do you think a hovercraft is going to be able to do in a jungle?
Look fucking rad. I'm going to be honest, I forgot about the jungle component and just thought this is cool.
How well does it clear a stump that is just 6 inches too high?
It's a parade craft, okay? It might
Hey,
be,
look, there's rivers.
It might be a staff vehicle.
No, I'm with you on this one, Max. I think China doesn't care.
No.
Cousin Harry thinks
China-
it's cool.
China's
laughing
curled
at me.
over in its chair, like
Yeah.
unable
China's
to breathe. It's laughing
some
so
notes
hard.
in their back pocket.
The
China's
Chinese
going, "Here's
border
the money."
guards are just waiting for it to hit a tree. Or a rock.
He's very
And then
good
see
against
it deflate.
minefields.
I think he lives.
I think Harry kills him because he can't hear the marching band.
I think Harry kills him. I think
As I
Harry.
said, you send it out separately from the marching band.
I think Harry kills him because when they pull it out to try to show it to him, it slides into a tree because they can't turn away from it.
That's why you show it to him not moving first. Does anyone else have any opinions, or am I just killed? Giving him a hovercraft.
Going once.
Jack?
I mean, if he gets in the hovercraft for a test drive before he delivers his verdict, it might kill him first, therefore saving me. Yeah, I'm probably dead.
Yeah, I think you're dead on that one there, bud.
If it wasn't for the jungle factor, I think I might have got away with it being an actual tactical vehicle, but I completely forgot about that part.
It's jungle and like sheer cliff. So
Don't worry about it.
you either are gonna hit a tree or not be able to stop and fall off a cliff.
It'll look really cool until it goes off that cliff. In fact,
It'll
it
be
will
very-
still look cool going off the cliff.
It will, yeah.
Because that'll just be out of James Bond. And Cousin
It
Harry
will
will be
also-
mad because he's losing his hovercraft. But he'll be
Yeah.
so impressed with watching a James Bond scene in his own eyes.
However, there's nothing comfier to fall off a cliff in than a hovercraft.
Gentlemen, what we have here is a combination small personnel carrier and scout car.
I thought you were going to say KFC and Taco Bell.
It has 5 people on board, all right? Which barely clears the minimum number of 4 people needed. What I have here to show to you today is an all-terrain vehicle designed for getting in and out of situations quickly. I present to you the P6 ATAV.
He lives. That's just the definition of dude's rock.
That looks awesome.
It is an Indonesian light attack vehicle. Manufactured by PT Sentra Surya Ekaya.
I'd like to argue that it's not actually.
Isn't that what the scout car in Battlefield 2042 is?
I have no idea.
It looks like it.
You look up the scout car in 2042. It looks
Yeah.
almost exactly like that.
It basically is. I'd like to argue that was not made by Indonesia. That was created by Rockstar Games, and it's called the Barrage.
It's close, but it's not.
Look to the fifth one to the right, Brad.
This one?
It's very similar to that, yeah.
This? Yeah, but this is
Yeah,
armored.
just imagine that without the turret.
Yeah, but it's armored. Look at that. Oh.
Okay, search Barrage GTA 5. At least I think it's called that.
That does look pretty cool. And it's locally sourced. Well, kind of. It's within the relative region of
Closer.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Oceania.
Locally sourced, like your fruit on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, locally sourced personnel carriers.
Here's the point. It's like it's easier to get hold of, and they've probably got less morals or qualms about giving it to you.
It has a
As long as you've
minigun.
got money.
Yeah, it's got a minigun.
Minigun rules. Yeah, that's just that live.
He lives.
I don't think China's too fussed because they shoot us.
It has there's no protection when you're inside of it.
You're gonna like roll it and then drive, like all the passengers are gonna fall out of it.
If anyone in China is jealous about it, it's the infantry because their vehicle doesn't look as cool.
Yeah.
Right. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Oh boy. Right. Ladies, gentlemen, I don't know why does this keep always going out of line. We need to choose a personnel carrier. Something to really help the Elbonian military move people around. and engage the enemy. Now, earlier, I referenced something. I referenced a direct competitor to what I am suggesting as our personnel carrier. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the MIL Mi-28 Havoc attack helicopter. It's an armored, heavily armed, maneuverable attack helicopter with room for 3 dismounts inside of a tiny little cabin somewhere around the wings. I haven't actually gone to look exactly where it is. And once you're done shooting all that ordnance, that gunner is kind of useless. So you might as well include him as a dismount. None of you were expecting that, were you?
This is really stretching the stretching the personnel carrier thing pretty. I was stretching it pretty thin. I'm surprised we can see it still. I think if you try to explain to China, no, it's a personnel carrier, I don't think that's gonna go over too well.
Oh, what are you trying to use the Bradley War explanation there? Please don't shoot me. I'm not a tank.
Yes.
Just, I'm wondering how many of these will end up in the canopy or just in the trees of the jungle.
All
That's why we
12.
fly over them.
Yeah, no, it'll fly over them if everything goes according to plan. I can't wait for them to just end up as like that scene from Madagascar where all the fucking lemurs are partying in the crashed DC-3, but they're in an Mi-28.
Are we going to pretend Cousin Harry has any sensibility to him at all?
What would you define as
Generalissimo or
sensibility?
El Jefe?
No, they didn't.
I guess at that point I'm just trying to figure out, does China kill you for this?
Well, I chose the older one. I didn't choose the N or the MN. Whatever the newest one is. And besides,
What
they've
does
been getting
China
shot down in
have?
Ukraine left and right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is will there be any of them left by the time you get to 2042?
Yes, we can just order some, or maybe the Russians will have some left. I don't know.
This is made by McQueen, right?
No, it's made by MIL.
No?
M-I-L.
Is Mill even going to be around after?
They make all the helicopters.
Yeah, they make the Mi-8, they make the Hind, they make
The 26.
yeah, they make everything that's not a Kamoff.
I don't know whether Harry knows what to do with this.
He's just kind of sitting there going, eh?
Dude, did you see the Afghanis try to fly the Blackhawks? That's what you're gonna see.
Hey, they got the Afghans got most of them flying. There was only the one that crashed.
I'm thinking more this ends up like Clarkson's English Electric Lightning as a lawn ornament for Cousin Harry.
Right, but it'll look cool.
It will, but you know, a armored personnel carrier is not very useful when you've got one and it's as a lawn decoration.
There's a reason for this. Please hold.
Oh, come on.
No. Please hold. There's a reason. There we go.
What?
He's eyeing it. He's eyeing it.
Ah.
He's thinking about it.
He's got one hand on the trigger because he doesn't have trigger discipline.
Yes, he's eyeing it, but you're not dead. You're not you're on the edge there, bud.
I'm thinking.
I knew that one would throw you guys for a loop a little bit. Brad, I'm surprised you didn't say that I was just going to be dead right away from that one. That was the one that I was expecting. Just post dead.
No, Havocs are cool.
Yeah.
All right. You get rule of cool on that one. But, oh God, it's Monica. Oh God.
Yes.
It's genuinely giving me a headache.
The Stritz Ford in
Oh,
90.
I think she dies.
CV90.
I think she dies.
Yeah.
Strunk.
I don't know
Slope
if the fact that it has a hard to pronounce name when they can
It's
just yell
also-
tank.
It's also not a particularly hard to pronounce name. It's just Stridsforden. Like,
Or
that's fairly simple.
CV90 as the rest of the world calls it.
Yeah.
Or tank, as it would appear to the common soldier.
And slope armor being a thing for deflecting tank rounds kind of
It's like
stopped being a thing with the invention of like
armor piercing, fin stabilized Sabo rounds.
Welcome to the Sabo time.
composite armors and you know the War Thunder and World of Tanks fans are gonna hate the fact that we just said that, but
Good thing they're not here.
yeah,
Jack
right.
Hyde.
So the sloped armored vehicle is now gonna run her over.
Yeah.
Oh, the irony.
I love the CV90. It's very cool, but she's dead.
Yeah, okay. All right.
China does, in fact, not say trans rights.
Flyboy's personnel carrier is going to surprise
Right,
all of you.
Why is he going to be killed by the CCP this time?
I'll have you know, the picture I found is from one of these in service with Afghanistan.
Oh, is it really? Yeah, there you go.
What the
The fucking armed PC-12, otherwise known as the UC-28, can carry 15 soldiers in and out of 2,000 foot strips in the jungle. Can be equipped to shoot any sort of GPS-guided normal NATO bomb or Hellfire, etc. And you take the door off and put a door gunner on it.
So China kills him, right?
It runs on any fuel you put in it too, but it has no armor, so it is what it is.
There we go.
What do you guys think?
It'll look good in the parades, especially with a door gunner.
It'll sound great flying over.
It'll sound cool.
I
And
think Cousin Harry would like it because in that part of the world, they've been called the Flying Toyota Hilux.
I think China
think
won't
Harry-
like it
I
because
think
there's
Harry might
reconnaissance
reappropriate
versions.
it.
I don't think China will like it because of how effective it'll be.
Yeah.
It's like too credible. Does that make sense?
It's not got a glaring flaw.
Correct. Because it's pretty flat. It's pretty fast for a prop plane. Yeah, it doesn't have much armor. But like it's going to be able to like fly in and out of like really tiny strips.
I accept my death.
Okay. Yeah, it's
I see that Flyboy has taken the roadie arc from last time.
3 for 3 and getting killed by the CCP. It's pretty impressive.
It's up to Josh now to see if there's anybody
Hey.
What's
who
the
won't be
next one?
killed at least
Is the
once.
next one main battle tank? I think
Yes.
I'm dying on that one too.
Oh, you're
Yeah, I'm
100%.
totally dying on that one.
Oh yeah, you're dying on that one. But I'll let them weigh in as well.
I need to find the right picture for this.
Okay.
There we go. Come on. Yep. Copy image. Now, there is one attachment to this, which will not actually be in the picture.
Okay.
This is the South African Harrier. It's like an
Oh, good
MRAP of
lord.
sorts. It looks very cool, right?
I
It's
debated
armored,
this. Yep.
and you see that turret up top?
Yep.
That is the perfect place to fit twin GAU-21s.
Good lord.
Now, you might be wondering, what is a GAU-21? Well, the GAU-21 is... I need to make sure before I fuck this up, because I just suddenly forgot. Ah, yes. The GAU-21 is the aviation version of the legendary Modus. So it has a higher fire rate.
Goddamn right.
Isn't it because they're supposed to be forced air cooled?
Yes.
Look,
Yeah.
man, we're up in the mountains.
It's yo, where the air is thinner.
Yeah,
Right, and where are aircraft guns shot?
yes, but that's because they're
From
being
several
flown.
hundred miles an hour.
What you're saying is we have to drive this thing at top speed everywhere if we want to fire the weapons
I mean, wouldn't you look at it?
into a tree.
What is the barrel service life
I don't know, man.
when
Half
when
a
it's
mag.
when it overheats instantly?
Look, man,
By the looks of it,
There's nothing wrong with the truck.
by the looks of it, you could make more barrel cooling material out of the side skirts.
Oh, Brad, it's 10,000 round barrel life.
Yeah,
All
in
right,
the
so
air.
Fire.
yeah, that's fine. Cut it in half on the ground. I'm okay with it.
I think that
Honestly, hang on. You go through we go through 5,000, 10,000 rounds really quickly.
To be fair, the GAU 21 is already used in ground systems, like on the Avenger.
Oh yeah.
Does it have additional heat shielding attached to it when it's used in ground?
No.
Things?
No, it does not.
I accept the previous service life.
Probably just lives. It's like, it's not nothing too crazy. Like, it'll look decent in a parade, and China doesn't really care too much about just an armored truck.
with
I chose,
guns
like-
that aren't where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
It would look pretty cool with twin machine guns on top.
All right, Max. What do you have for main battle tank?
A mistake.
All right,
no.
it's a Challenger 3. I'm gonna go ahead and say that China kills you.
No. It's worse.
I don't know how.
Much worse.
I don't know how it could be much worse. No, I'm joking. There's nothing wrong with the Challenger.
What do you mean?
Oh!
Please note the very carefully selected picture.
Laser Pig just woke up.
It's the one
Yes.
that broke down.
Yes, it is.
Laser Pig was probably just having a very nice sleep and just woke up and went, somebody just posted the Armada.
Yes, I have arguments. Which is what we give to Harry is the Russian press release, and the Zvezda documentary with the stupid guy narrating it. So we've given him Russia's latest, most advanced tank that can do all of the amazing things that Russia and Russia only say that it can do. Look, crewless turret. Look, it's modular. All this shit. China don't care because they've already tested it in trials and think it's fucking dog shit and Russia are lying, so they're not worried at all because they know it's a piece of shit that doesn't
Driven
work
in
and
almost-
break down. I just heard pig from somewhere. Good lord. Cousin Harry thinks he's getting a current, up-to-date, modern generation battle tank. Russia strong because he still somewhat believes that. That is my argument.
infantry fighting vehicles like the CV-90, which are lightly armored with the
I want to find the. Which part of this has the documentary guy talking?
30mm
Oh,
autocannon.
I don't know,
Somewhere
but
in
if you
there.
get copyright claim by pig,
Video
it'd be
is
very
not
funny.
about Ukraine.
Shout out to Laser Pig,
Extremely
by the way.
bulky, extremely
guy.
heavy, and incredibly archaic in its
We love
love
you,
to meet him
pig.
7
someday.
years, and at a incompetent. The actual ground count of the Great Russian Bear was waning.
It's been more
Although
than
the
10
great
seconds of
propaganda
pig.
machine
I think we're gonna get copyright
A lot
strike.
more.
Here's the one thing I wanted to point out. How many of these are we going to tell Cousin Harry we're getting?
How many do Russia have at the moment?
As far as we know, we've seen
14?
5.
How many do Russia say they have?
Like
Because
28,
14, I think. Please hold.
double digits at least.
It is. I can't find how many.
I know.
Please
I think
hold.
we visually confirmed 5.
I think they say that they've got 14. God, they said they were going to have 100 by 2020.
They did say that, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Uh,
Yeah, he lives.
Anyway, I think they say they have about 14, so therefore we will say we will have 14 and show him the evidence where Russia say they have 14. So if there's not that enough, we can point him in Russia's direction and say we were only acting off the information we were given by the Russian military.
So he might kill you later.
He'll kill me later, but it won't actually be my fault.
Understandable.
By this point, also, I've taken half the money for contract and true Ural and fucked off.
All right, gentlemen. Our neighbors to the northeast have been a little
Oh no.
uncertain about our new state getting started up here, right?
Please pick the argument.
Mhm.
I think we should extend an olive branch to them, and there is even history here. Previous versions of these tanks have already been in Burma. We are simply getting the updated version for our new country. Ladies, gentlemen, anybody in between, I present to you the Pakistani,
No,
not the cousin Harry,
the Pakistani
I can
cousin.
say cousin Harry. Oh God.
He is a main battle tank of a man.
Haidar.
Oh no.
This is a Pakistani derivative of the Chinese Type 99. They are willing to sell to other countries. They have in the past with like the Al Khalid and other things. Like I said, currently we have Al Khalid tanks in service. 20 years ago we had Al Khalid tanks in service with Burma. So we could tap into those connections we had before and extend an olive branch to China and show we want to work with them and Pakistan, and work together so that way they don't kill us.
What is this? This is based on the Type 99? Because it looks like it's a Type 59 underneath that.
Bear in mind, by the way, that Type 99 was a Chinese development of the T-72.
It is a variant of the VT4 MBT. Sorry.
Oh.
Which is the MBT 3000 China modernized main battle tank built by Norinco for overseas export. Its main armament is a 125 millimeter smoothbore gun.
Right, so the standard Com Block 125, the 2A46 or whatever.
Yep. It was unveiled on the 6th of March at 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think China want you having a tank that new.
No. It's an olive branch. It's already at this point going to be 20.
Devil's advocate
20
underneath,
years
it's
old.
like 30 years old.
Yeah.
Does Cousin Harry want this olive branch?
Cousin Harry's gonna look at this and see the way the turret and like the side slats and stuff look at that. He's gonna go, whoa, this is gonna look incredible at a parade. Look at that man sitting at the top like that. Can you imagine that man saluting Cousin Harry as he drives past in front of him?
Well, no, because he's Pakistani, not Elbonian. But
Well,
aside,
we have the flag poles. We could have giant Elbonian flags from this.
it's not necessarily the worst idea.
And China doesn't care because China knows everything about this tank. They're not going to be worried about this at all. They know every little weakness and everything there is to know about this. And also knows the fact of what it's based on. So they're not going to be worried at all about this because it's not going to be anywhere near up to date enough for it to matter to them.
he lives.
Maybe.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Maybe.
Okay. I would also like to show you what my backup was in case this was going to get me killed. That is the Sabra.
Yep.
This is the Turkish/Israeli modernized M60.
Yep.
But I got through with this one.
I'm amazed you didn't pick the Sabra.
I found this, and it was the history was there. The essence was
you
there.
not picking an M60. Are you okay?
I want the M60s for myself.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you're not going to get all of those M60s for yourself.
No.
Because I present to you another olive branch, but to the Middle East, and with Iran. I present to you the Zulfikar 3, a heavily, heavily updated M60 that now looks like an Abrams.
God.
It's equipped with a two-way 4.6 125mm smoothbore gun.
Fucking road wheel on the turret.
Yeah, you gotta put him somewhere. You know, it's a cheap system. The M60s, they're around everywhere. They're getting upgraded, and it'd be cheap.
I
And
think,
it looks like an Abrams. Everyone likes the Abrams,
except the Chinese.
except the Chinese. But
Chinese thinks he bought an Abrams and kills him.
That's what I'm leaning towards too.
But if you look at the rear of it, and let me get a picture of the Zulfikar from the rear. If you look at this tank from the rear, oh yeah, that one works. I have too many tabs open. I'm sorry. You can very clearly see this is still an M60. So shout out to the chieftain on the right, which was my other suggestion. The Iranian
I would have
upgraded
killed you.
chieftains. So that is my suggestion, the Zulfikar 3.
I still think China thinks you bought an Abrams.
All you gotta do to convince them otherwise is send them a photo of it next to 125mm ammo crates, and they're just gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, I think
And besides, by this point, even in 2042, the Abrams is going to be pretty obsolete.
Yeah, but it could be. What if it's an Abrams X? What if they think you got the new Abrams?
Well,
Yeah, put some
it's going
LED
to
lights
sound
on
like
it.
a V12 Continental diesel.
Maybe you optioned it. Dealer options.
That'd be quite the option, considering the regular power pack is a turbine.
I'm surprised they're not going diesel electric.
Anyone else?
Yeah, you're not dead. Fucking China. China's looking at you like, "What the fuck?"
Yes, the M60 lives on. All right, who's next?
Oh
Monica?
God!
Oh boy. Damn it!
God damn.
Well, she lives.
She's been killing it.
If I live, she definitely lives.
That's what I mean. It's like we just let you live. She has to live.
By the way, Brad, the whole reason I went with the Zulfikar was because I thought you were going to use the Sabra. I wanted to use the Sabra, but I was like, no, this motherfucker's gonna use it.
No. I went Pakistani.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that was easy. That is just not even fair.
You know, the Chinese won't care either because they've seen how T-90s are doing in Ukraine.
Getting a unique one looking at you because you guys had basically the same fucking thing. All right. Okay.
Flyboy is up.
Flyboys. You know, we've had a pretty good streak so far, not getting killed by anybody.
I'm
Flyboy.
just gonna kill myself. This is bad.
Flyboy is about to ruin that. Do you want me to provide any more additional information before you do it? Or do you want me to just put the image up?
Just put the image up. I thought it would be funny for Hyundai to make a tank, and I couldn't find one of the older models, so I found the next generation one, which apparently is too good. Fucking Cummins diesel hybrid with all the accoutrement you expect of a modern NATO main battle tank.
Wait a minute. The PLO-1? Right?
I couldn't find the name of it. I don't know tanks very well.
I think that's the PLO-1, the Polish tank. It looks like the Polish tank. No, I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Yeah, Hyundai was like, yep, South Korea needs a new main battle tank. Also, we're building an export model. Actually, they did.
Oh wow, the PLO-1 looks very similar to that. Okay, that's why.
Apparently, the chief design officer at Lambo was let loose on this one with the amount of hexagons that are on it.
Perhaps.
I think China kills you. Because you've brought a fucking UFO to the battlefield.
Yeah, I had a feeling that North Korea would have been like, no. Kill. I accept my death.
Cousin Harry loves it though. I mean, look at that. The hexagons, the slender,
Look, man, I'm going
angular
for
shape.
I'm going for Cousin Harry's heart. That's all I'm saying. That's all I've been trying to get at. Fucking China's China.
Flyboy may have cousin Harry's heart, but the CCP have cut out his
Yeah. 100%
multiple
on that one.
times. He dead again. CCP death speedrun any percent.
At this point, I'm going to just. I'm hoping for one live.
The man is committed. He's committed to his craft. Right. Well, the M60 is making its third appearance in this slideshow. Because Josh suggested the M60 Sabra. A
Okay.
Turkish-Israeli upgraded M60 for the 21st century. It is based on the Magach 7. It has a 120 millimeter gun, applique, however the fuck you say that word, armor. It has like infrared and radar warning systems. It has some parts commonality with the Merkava. And how can you hate the M60? I mean, really?
Fair enough.
Yeah, he lives.
And it looks cool, and it would be outgunned by the Chinese.
I'm sorry, how many M60s do we have now?
2.
Okay.
We have 2 M60s. Brad was going to recommend the Sabra, but then he found his Pakistani thing.
If I may interrupt the Elbonia posting, I've posted Magenta.
Yes. Oh, good kitty. Jared, there's definitely a few different close-ups that I could do on these magenta pictures, but they're all a bit far away from each other. Rhodey!
Hello.
All right, I am back. My roommate was showing me his newly obtained weapon.
Oh boy.
I will tell you about it later, Fakin.
Okay.
Good news. My restoration project just got a lot easier.
That's good.
Awesome.
By the way, one thing I wanted to add about Flyboys, that was hydrogen powered. I don't know if if you said that. That was
it was. I forgot. It was the Cummins engine is fuel agnostic.
Yeah.
So the Hindenburg tank. Okay.
All right. Do we want to catch Rhodey up really fast? If he is here.
I am here. Up to you guys.
Okay. I will. You need to go here.
Dump some link somewhere.
Yep. Go to that link, and then you could join in. And slide 3 is where we are putting our submissions. So what do you have?
Oh, we're actively posting things. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hang on. Let me give you a chance to catch up.
We're not even halfway.
We are halfway.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
We're like an hour in. We're doing not too bad.
We're 2 hours in.
We started late.
We started late because we were eating.
We are 90 minutes in.
Okay, that's not too bad. That means this is going.
Taking 2 naps. What are you talking about?
That means this is taking as long as I expected it to.
You know, maybe it's a good thing that you did decide to opt out since you're getting your naps in.
Oh,
Jack,
man.
we need to talk offline.
One of these naps is going to turn into a night's sleep, dude.
Jack, we need to talk offline. I think I found the reason that you're not sleeping well at night.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's the naps, isn't it?
It's the naps.
I knew it. I told him that before.
The naps. Shut up.
All right. Do you need more time, Rhodey? We can have Max do his unmanned attack weapon if you need.
When you please.
I still can't believe that Flyboy recommended a railgun.
And expected it to get through.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't understand how this worked until now.
Really?
You know, I couldn't tell.
There's 4 deaths by the CCP. I wonder.
I couldn't tell here.
I understood that it couldn't be too good, but I didn't
And then
understand
you
where
suggested
the
a
bar.
railgun.
But I didn't understand where the bar of too good was.
It's still got to be relatively mediocre.
And not brand new. That's the main thing.
Well, it could be brand new today because it's going to be 20 years old when by the time
it gets adopted into service, it will be about 2040 anyway.
Yeah.
Well, mine was brand new in 2042.
Yeah, that was your problem.
Yeah.
Rhodey says death row PC is shitty. Please hold.
Yeah, hang on, I'm back. It decided to shit the bed a couple of times there. Let me close some shit. Apparently having Chrome open is using too much of my RAM.
I mean, currently Rhodey is earning me a stay of execution for my unmanned aerial vehicle. My attack weapon.
Oh yeah, you're not confident in your choice.
Oh no, I'm very confident in my choice. I'm just confident that I'll be fucking killed.
Ah, okay. All right. So
This
would
was
you?
more of
Oh
a-
yeah, you want me to put pictures in? Hang on, let me get some pictures.
This is
up.
more of a riposte to Brad's very specific wording about unmanned attack vehicle,
All right.
which
What's throwing me off here is that I read it and then thought, okay, I need to provide, what was it, 8 or 9 different things rather than one less, because I assumed I had to provide a primary and a secondary, but it appears
yes,
that
you do.
don't. Oh, I do. Okay, good. I'm
do.
actually prepared then.
Yes, it was both.
This
Was both. Cool.
the combined effort.
It is a combined score because that is the only reason Max lived through that round.
Right.
Okay. Cold one.
Called one.
Actually, if you want to go back to the scores for a second so that Rhodey can see the current situation.
I mean, I can see it myself. I assume
yes.
I
Oh,
assume Tiananmen Square is death by CCP. Man with headphones is death by CIA, and then gun
no.
is survive.
Man, no. Blood-covered gun is death by Cousin Harry.
Okay.
Man with headphones is
Right.
Cousin Harry approves because he's
Oh,
happy.
okay. And then the other one's death by CCP.
That is definitely death by China. Yes.
Yep.
All right.
It is also why we will not be allowed to show this in China.
It's totally
We're all
not.
we're all on a list.
Bloodstain over the Tiananmen Square
I
picture.
don't know if the bloodstain
Oh.
makes it better or worse.
Let's see. Well,
It
this
doesn't make it
I
better
like
for
this.
sure.
Certainly doesn't make it better.
I don't think it makes
a
it
little.
worse.
Uh,
I don't think it could be much worse.
oh my god!
Damn it!
What the hell is that?
the
The
X95.
Type 95.
Yeah.
Type 95, yeah.
It's also another bullpup.
Oh, the bullpups a popular suggestion, were they?
Literally
Pretty
all of
much
them.
universal.
The only person
I think Josh was the only one.
Josh is
No,
the
it was
only
a
one that
FAMAS.
lived. He was the only one that lived with a bullpup. Momo
So
had
not Josh. No, well, I lived with a bullpup technically.
no. You lived
If the
because of your
bullpup tried its
secondary.
best. Yes.
You
The
got
bullpup, I had a bullpup and lived.
It's
And then
Okay.
Paste.
I got killed, and then he picked up the secondary off my corpse and resurrected me somehow. Oh, good lord!
Oh my
Alright.
god, that was the
Raging
that was
bull.
another secondary I looked at.
Yeah. So first one. Well, I
500?
mean, clearly we're not trying to piss off the Chinese too much. So if we give them the control of our ammunition supply for our guns, then that sorts that problem out. The second one, mostly just because it's the executioner from Black Ops 2. So it's a revolver that fires. It's a revolver that fires shotgun shells,
I personally
which is
approve.
very despot.
I personally approve of the
lives.
Taurus judge.
He lives.
I'm not allowed to say you die when you have a Taurus judge. I have skin in the game there.
You own one.
I do not. My dad owns one or two.
All right. Well, okay.
It's unclear. There's at least one.
He lives.
And I think at this point the China will be looking to offload some Type 95s when
they already are.
Yeah,
They're replacing them with the QBZ 131 or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so that's I don't think they care that you have that anymore.
And anyone who's ever fired a Type 95 doesn't have particularly much to say that's kind about it. People up in Canada were able to buy the civilian version of the Type 97, and they too don't have much kind things to say about it. So it definitely admits mediocrity. The Chinese are getting rid of them, and Cousin Harry is gonna love having that big fucking thing on his hip.
Yeah, he doesn't care. This you could just do this. Cousin Harry sees this, and Cousin Harry is loving what he sees.
I'd like to say that Rhodey has already matched his survival total from last time out.
I have, yeah.
1.
The problem is I'm now getting half my picks because I didn't think I'd do this well out of the gate.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't think I'd get this far.
I didn't expect to make it to the chair before I was killed.
Alright. I have a feeling based on what I've seen posted that I took the next one wrong, but I've done it anyway.
Oh my god.
Not again.
Yes, again. So it's 30 years in the
this thing's
future, so
like
no, it's now not so overpowered.
This is like 100 years old at this point.
90, yeah. I think 2042.
No,
No,
what
actually,
year?
it's about 100 years old. Yeah, about 100 years old, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Imagine if Russia had rolled into Ukraine the first time round with some Mark 1 males.
I think Cousin Harry kills him for misunderstanding the assignment so poorly.
I mean,
I
it supports
agree.
the inventory.
Whose museum did you rob this out of?
I mean, I took this straight off the war front in Ukraine.
Did I?
Wait a minute. Isn't that the picture that I used for the?
Yeah. No, this is the same picture he used last time.
Yeah, same picture I used last time. Yeah.
Infantry.
Oh right, I had the KV2.
Infantry support weapon implies it is an infantry weapon for support.
What? Well, are you saying that infantry do not control this weapon?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
You're saying that people do not control this weapon?
I'm saying
Not infantry.
Every people
Not
is
infantry.
Are infantry not people?
I think he's poorly understood.
Depending on who you are.
I think he's dead for not understanding the
all infantry are people, but not all people are infantry?
There stands all of us holding our weapons, and they say, "Wait, there's one more. We must wait for Rhodey." And he rolls up and down.
Not even that, or like we're up on like a third story, like nice balcony, like banquet room and everything. We've got all of our weapons showing off for Cousin Harry.
Table.
And then Cousin Harry walks up to Rhodey and says, "Where is your weapon?" And Rhodey then has to go, "It's outside. Just follow me out to the balcony."
Wall. No, I've got the balcony. I'm just rolling through the balcony. All right. Well, see, this is more what I was expecting. So, yeah, this is tracking well. Yes.
Personnel carrier.
All right. I need to go back over here.
Wait, can you go back to the first page? Sorry, the second page, Brad. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That is the Bushmaster. That's the Australian-built personnel carrier that we've just sent to Ukraine, amongst other things.
And they love them.
Hmm.
You know what? He lives.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, this is fine.
But it's only lightly armored, so it's not going to be.
Yeah, that's why China doesn't really care about it.
Are our Bushmasters going to have the Crow system on it too? The remote system.
The which?
The remote weapon system on the roof.
Yeah, I suppose they can. Yeah.
That's 2042. It's going to be relatively common by that point.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about what you can put the remote weapon system on top of.
Oh no!
Don't worry about it.
I have concerns.
Oh no! All right, what do you got for main battle tank? Because that was pretty easy. It was just fine.
All right, let's.
Perfectly credible.
I saw the Bushmasters in Afghanistan, and they were cool.
Do we have better pictures?
In that camouflage too.
It's all right. It's in a museum.
Doesn't seem very effective in the desert.
You know, it wasn't very effective on the base either.
Is that a T-55?
There's a T-55.
God damn it, man.
So a 90-year-old tank.
Heck yeah.
Oh my god. Like a cockroach.
It's not even
T-55 returns.
It's not even one of the upgraded versions.
It's to go with his other 90-year-old tank.
No, okay. Can I give you like 60% of the reason that I went for this? Because I was just scrolling back through I was trying to find the closest point I was trying to find what Chinese tanks were. So I went through the Soviet line backwards until I found a connection. And apparently, not even T-55s were used by China. So I didn't go back far enough. But while I was scrolling through, I found this, which is called the Hurricane.
Oh
and it's the Soviet attempt at firefighting by strapping a MiG-21 jet engine to a T-55
I do
chassis,
remember that, yeah.
and then then using it to spray water over fire.
Yes, I do remember
that was like most of the reason I went for it, because I'm just like, okay, well that's cool. It's very much I don't see it working functionally, but it's cool.
So is your main battle tank a firefighting tank, or is it a T-55?
No, it's T55. It's just this is one
Okay.
of the things you can do with the chassis.
It's a
I
good
mean-
selling point.
Yeah.
He's dead again.
I think Harry kills him.
Again, yes.
I think Harry goes back and says, "I remember when this was in service 40 years before I was born." Probably
So Harris,
30.
you remember it, huh?
Because his father,
but-
his grandfather, was a crew member on a T-55 in the first Elbonian conflict of insert year here, because Elbonia has conflict all the time.
We're gonna say
What was it?
1980 because I had that in my head about a potential date for one of these at some
Harry
point.
goes to him and goes, "Did you actually read my briefing?"
All right, Max. Let's see what's getting you killed.
Any credibility and criticisms I had for Rhodey using an old weapon are about to explode.
Oh, here we go.
This better be the R29
Brad.
remote control weapon.
It's worse. Could you repeat your was it your description of what this has to fall under for? Was it unmanned attack weapon? I made sure you said some very specific words.
Unmanned means nobody is in the vehicle, but it can be controlled by an operator.
Okay. No, you said no person is when you said it first time. No person could be in the vehicle, but it can be controlled by an operator.
Yes,
Is
remotely.
this the nuclear chicken?
No, you never said remotely the first time.
Is this the pigeon bomb?
Yes,
What?
it is.
Max sounds sick.
He is sick.
I'm very ill.
Sag.
Put it in there. Why is it not working?
The pigeon bomb. Why do I feel like I know what this is, but I'm drawing a blank?
It's on page 3. I don't know why it's not showing up.
Is it behind? Did we somehow get it behind the
It's
map?
on mine.
Oh, is that it over there?
What?
Oh no, that's just something on my screen. Never mind.
Don't.
It's okay. It happens to me too.
It's broken because it's on there on my end.
Alright, we're gonna do this.
I'm scared about what Google is gonna.
Project Pigeon.
I've reloaded the page.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait!
It's the top left one. Yes.
God.
Oh, there it is. So how does this work?
Yeah, please explain.
Sell me on this.
Okay. I will try and explain how this works before my voice gives out. They showed pigeons a screen with like a boat on it, and taught the pigeons to peck at the boat. And when they pecked at the boat, they rewarded the pigeons by giving them food. And then basically it was sort of a glide bomb with rudders and ailerons on it. After they successfully trained the pigeons, you'll see there's the screens on there that projected the image, and the pigeon pecked at a screen in there, which adjusted the course of the rudders and the ailerons for it to go and basically blow up boats. If I remember, I think it worked.
Oh, that I've heard of that.
And that then also laid the foundation for the bat bomb that they dropped on Japan that set Japan on fire.
It happens.
Yeah, they
It
trained
totally
pigeons how
worked.
to guide.
Fucking
Yeah,
rest in
it
peace,
worked.
Cushman.
Yeah, they totally it actually worked, and they basically taught pigeons how to steer a bomb after a ship, mostly ship-based targets. Now, obviously, we're in the mountains, so ships are less helpful. But it's more just Brad gave me a particular set of parameters, and I'm getting killed. I don't give a fuck. This is hit here solely as a what's the stupidest thing I can sneak into this category that technically fulfills the definition.
Not the pigeon.
This was also World War II, so it's 100 and something years old by this point.
Cousin Harry
this
is
was more
mostly
just one of those
confused
ones.
where you got the pigeon.
Don't ask.
Cousin Harry wants to eat the pigeon.
That's why he
Yeah.
shoots you, so
The other-
you don't put it in the bomb and he can eat it.
The first Thrasher recommends the chicken nuke.
chicken
and now
bomb.
Max
Chicken
is
nuke?
over here with the pigeon glide bomb.
What is
Yes.
the fucking British and their animal
Hey,
weaponry?
hey, guess whose idea this was, dipshit?
Yeah,
This
it
was
was
you
American.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it was totally an American. They had a surplus of pigeons.
Yeah, we did.
I think we still
This
do.
is the first example of America's descent into being mean to pigeons.
I'm pretty sure they used pigeons for like aerial recon too, because they'd fly back with pictures.
Navy
Oh, yeah,
revived it in
totally.
48.
God, okay. All right. Well, it's me now. I have to follow that up.
You're welcome.
In a much more credible sense, I would like to present to you the XM-1219 armed robotic vehicle.
That's a lunar rover.
Yeah, it's
This
a lunar
was
rover,
in
yeah.
Raw.
In my defense, this is the layout it will be in for when I present it to Cousin Harry.
Is it designed to
Wait
kill
a minute.
Martians?
That's the fucking tumbler from Batman.
No, it's
No,
not.
wait,
It's
no,
worse
it's
than
not.
that.
No.
That is the Goliath from Homefront. It
Oh,
has a 20 millimeter cannon mounted on top. It is controlled from a remote control that is admittedly much shorter range than you would think it is. You basically have to. A couple hundred yards is a lot for the remote control. But it is a six-wheeled vehicle. We're not going to talk about how much it weighs. It's not important.
How much does it weigh?
How much does it weigh?
It's like 12 tons.
Jesus.
And what's the ground
Top
pressure?
left.
The ground pressure isn't too bad because it's six-wheeled, so that's not too bad.
Top left one looks like it's designed to fight Martians. The bottom right one looks like it should have a John Deere badge on it.
The top right one is the real version. This is the Homefront version that it will be modified into.
Why would you make it worse?
Because I don't want to get killed.
And why wouldn't you use the Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter version of it?
Because I like the game Homefront. It can carry up to 8,000 pounds of armor and ordnance. Oh, sorry. That is a 50 cal, not a 20 mil on top. And those are 4 unguided rockets as well. On top.
Admittedly, Cousin Harry doesn't quite understand the idea of a unmanned vehicle.
But
That's why you put a pigeon in it.
I think by 2040 you have to have some concept of unmanned vehicles, given that
Yeah.
China's been pumping out drones for 30 years by this point.
I don't.
Consumer market drones.
Yeah, you gotta think like a single one of like Chinese suicide drones is probably going to kill this realistically if the Chinese wanted to. So I can't imagine they would care about it a whole lot. And Cousin Harry's going to see a machine gun on it and see a guy driving it around like an RC car. He's going to love it. He's going to ask to hold the remote, and he's going to accidentally fire it into the crowd. It's going to be great.
Unfortunately, as a child, Cousin Harry watched Terminator, and he's terrified of Skynet.
Well, in that case, we're all dead because these are all Skynet weapons that we're doing in this category. But
I think China's killing you.
I think China assumes this thing gets lost in the forest, in the jungle.
I think China thinks this thing gets stuck in the jungle when they hear it weighs 6 tons.
About 12 tons is what you said.
Who's 6, 12? Who's counting? It's very heavy.
Well, you said 12 ton. You said 12 ton, and then it can carry what, like 8,000 pounds of shit, which makes it basically 16 tons.
I think that the 12 ton might be loaded. So that's
for your
like,
sake, I hope so.
Yeah. Listen, this may surprise you. There isn't a ton of information about this out there about specifics because of the Mule project that this is kind of based on. Even though it was canceled in 2011. Oh god, I just read another thing. The Mule platform is controlled by a modified Xbox 360 controller.
dead.
Oh, it's
Oh
the
no,
Titan
Ocean
submersible
Gate,
all over
dead.
again.
Ocean Gate,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. This man
Dead.
has heard of an Ocean Gate. He sees that controller and you're fucked.
Yeah, cousin
Yeah.
Harry's
No,
Harry
killing
kills
you.
you.
it's not a Logitech controller. It's a proper Xbox controller.
Cousin Harry
It's
has
a-
killed
Cousin
you.
Harry's still killing you.
It's still a modified 360 controller. He will not take you seriously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use an Xbox Series controller.
That
He's
still
still
won't
not going to
matter
take
in
you seriously.
check note 2042. You're dead.
God damn it.
If you hadn't have revealed that one piece of information, you might have survived. However, you did.
Hmm.
It's you say, oh, and it's controlled by an Xbox currently, and then cousin Harry says, sorry, what did you say? And you just go sheet white, and then go Xbox controller, and he just shoots you.
Gentlemen, our primary ally in this struggle is the Central Intelligence Agency. The Central
Okay.
Intelligence Agency, the CIA, has great links with the United States Air Force. And throughout the U.S. Air Force's history, they have taken some of their best platforms and turned them into drones.
Oh no.
The F-4, the F-106,
No.
the F-16. It's 2042.
Oh no.
The U.S. Air Force's current, as of 2024, newest jet is starting to get a little long in the tooth.
Not a
Continuing this
F-35
trend.
drone.
Continuing this trend, I present to you the QF-35.
China kills you.
Oh
China
god.
kills you. China kills you immediately. They've still barely figured out how to make their actual fighter jets controlled by people this good at killing you for autonomous F-35s.
The
You do
J-20's getting pretty good.
Do you realize
They're
how
still
many
killing you.
countries in the world still use the EF-35 as their main fighter in 20 years, correct?
Yeah. Brad,
I mean,
This
I
is
think
still
many...
this is still an actively produced fighter.
Yeah,
in
and so is the
2050.
F-16, and we're still blowing those up over the Gulf of Mexico.
I genuinely think your drone is more capable than half of people's suggestions for the actual fighter jet category.
Oh, it will be. Oh, it will be.
I know it's better than mine.
Yep.
It's
Better than mine, too.
All right. Let's see here. That was quick. All right.
Look, it came to mind, and I was like, I can't think of anything else at this point. That's it.
I think you
I
should
didn't see that strong in my list, and I scrolled past it.
I think you should have
Plus-
went with the F4 version.
No.
I like the idea, and I honestly thought you were going to say the F-22.
I did. I knew-
QF-22? Oh, hell no.
What's the upkeep on this? A bajillion quid.
All right.
Plus, once I had the idea of an F-35 with the Dayglow orange on it, like a oh no.
Oh yeah, Rhodey's not aware of this. Oh shit.
Oh, Monica's on a video. Very good.
Okay.
Way more effort than I'm putting.
Oh yeah, just make sure you have Brad unmuted.
No. Fuck.
For this.
What do you mean
What?
my account is being used in another location? That's it.
You've got a YouTube. I think you got a YouTube video up somewhere else.
I don't anymore. I closed the pig video.
What about in your phone?
No. Where's it at?
Oh.
There it is.
Is it
Got about 140.
One second.
We
I
making it?
had to lower the quality. It's too good.
Oh
240.
no.
not gonna be able to read
Gain
the
ally
fucking text.
against Dick and Twist. We didn't even finish reading.
We didn't
Oh, I
need
did.
to.
I did.
Play more
Please, Dwarf,
Roombas!
glorious leader.
Chainsaw Roomba.
That nearly killed me. Help.
She's
I realize I'm saying
finally
this
dead.
I realize I'm saying this off of one
Dead.
slide, but I love that Momo's coming to the same energy that she does with her
full build,
OEC build sheets.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was her personnel carrier
Immediately.
that got her killed by the Chinese?
CV90.
A CV90.
okay,
Yeah.
So far, your work
Unmanned
your
attack
work,
whip bomb.
your
I
work
mean-
person's the only one who's done anything good.
Yeah, Josh took this very credibly. Monica, I'll give you props for having 4 different variants of Death Roomba.
Yeah,
It's
what
still
are-
a fucking Roomba.
What are the other variants other than chainsaw and claymore Roomba?
Machine gun.
AK? No,
M4.
M4 and
Pistol.
I think that one's meant to be a flamethrower.
Oh, that's pistol.
Pistol. Okay.
Maybe. All right. Speaking of pistol,
sorry,
pistol
one
Roomba.
thing. One more thing. Notoriously, good on anything other than smooth surfaces, the Roomba in a jungle.
Listen,
I can
It's
see
hardly needs to be
Cousin Harry
entirely
buying.
indoors.
I can see Cousin Harry buying like 2 or 3 of the chainsaw Roombas
For his
though,
own
just
house.
for just for having around the house.
Yeah.
He has a button that releases them like Mr. Burns with the hounds.
I could
Yeah.
see him buying a Claymore Roomba and forgetting about it one morning and losing his legs.
His legs.
And then
His last
then-
orders. Find the bitch who made this.
Then Monica's very dead.
Yeah.
all right. There isn't exactly a necessary perfect example for Flyboy's suggestion. But speaking
What
of
do you mean?
small robots with pistols,
Is it an AI controlled fem? Oh, Jesus, web.
go ahead, Flyboy.
Spot with a Glock. Okay, he can do face recognition, he can do perimeter control, he can walk through the jungle, and he has like the little arm on his head is carrying a Glock with a 100-round drum mag.
I hate to say it, but I think he lives.
I think he does too.
The Spot is not being deployed to the jungle. This is fucking. This is Cousin Harry's personal security at his home.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it a Glock 17? Which Glock is it?
Yeah, I was thinking like a old Glock 17 with an automatic switch.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna be home in like 15 minutes. May I do the rest of mine first?
Sure. We could go to the. Oh, this is a big fucking picture. I do not apologize for Flyboy's air asset.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It fixed
yeah.
itself.
Dead.
Oh.
No.
What is that?
No,
What is that?
hear me
I've
out.
seen it somewhere.
Okay, Kamov K-826. It's a helicopter, right? It's just a general purpose helicopter. It can be used as an attack variant. It can be used for firefighting, crop dusting, general movement. But because we are a startup country, they are not going to be worrying about turbine maintenance because they still use piston engines.
Okay, but it looks like someone's nicked a fucking cable car, got mental with crazy glue and a de Havilland vampire, and stuck some fucking props from Star Wars onto it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks even worse without the little pod in the middle. Brad, see if you can find one that doesn't have the pod, like it's missing it.
Right.
Like it looks
Oh
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a
It's
cable
a
car.
Thunderbird 2 cargo pod.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like the cargo
someone,
pod comes off.
someone's gone crazy glue with a de Havilland vampire, but not noticed it was upside down.
Oh, it's a sky
You're
crane.
dead. You're dead.
It's
the
a
same
little
co-
baby.
it's the same
It's a baby sky crane.
It is a baby sky crane. Yeah, it's a general purpose helicopter. It's reliable,
Again.
can be fixed by the Elbonian youths with hand tools.
Okay. That most recent picture, someone's crashed into a crane and stolen bits of it.
No, that's a crop duster.
No, it's that. China's again laughing on the floor.
Oh no! You put people
Yeah,
in your pod
yeah.
and then you drop the pod. It's the third world country 0G experience.
Oh, hey, I found one of these from the Hungarian People's Army.
Oh
Not a good sign.
I think he's dead.
yeah.
Harry kills him.
All right. Good news. He's
Make sure
going
to
to die.
document that he's
He's
dead.
going to die again. This is his boomy.
Oh,
Fuck is that?
But you dropped munition of some form.
well,
Sorry.
I forget the name of it. What? It's something 82,
Oh.
right?
Brad.
No, Flyboy. Brad Flyboy.
Flyboy.
Yeah.
Blue 82.
Oh. Yeah,
You
it's
put it in
blue.
the you put it on the wrong person.
Daisy Cutter.
BLU 82. Yes.
We're operating in the jungle. Forget about the safety and well-being of our own people. If we need to remove the enemy from the jungle, I'm sure we can find an Antonov to drop that out of.
Do you think an AN2 could pick this up?
No, like a 12. A 12 could probably pick it up. An AN-12.
Yeah.
Will this fit under a Pilatus?
No.
Oh.
Considering that the Pilatus fully loaded weighs the same as just the bomb.
No.
Can the Kamov pick this up?
No, also weighs the same as the bomb.
So
mean,
you have
your
given
best-
us a bomb
best-
with nothing, no way. The only way to drop it is to borrow something from another country.
I was about to say your best chance his best chance is finding a Hercules somewhere.
Well, they were made to drop out of the Hercules, but I figured it would fit in several different Antonovs.
Oh no! Look, to be fair, it goes well with his helicopter because one of the delivery methods was basically the sky crane, so he just sling that under his helicopter and drop it from there.
Yeah, that's right. The actual sky crane was a delivery method.
Yeah.
He did just say though that this was unable to be lifted by his helicopter.
Yeah, I think the Kamov can only lift like 5,000 pounds, and that weighs 10,000 pounds.
It's about 15,000 pounds. So.
Oh, yeah, all right.
The undroppable bomb. Well done.
Exactly.
He gets killed on both sides. He gets killed by Cousin Harry when he finds out he can't use it. And he gets killed by the Chinese if he's able to ever borrow something to use it.
I was going to say, yeah, he gets killed because he can't use it by Harry, and then the Chinese kill him for the fear that he somehow finds a way to use it.
Yes.
Well done.
All right. His presidential vehicle, I'm going to just put up and not say anything else.
Just roll with 7 series. No, okay.
Oh no! It's
those are...
it's the other Mercedes 6-wheeled option.
Honestly, a G63 6x6 would be funny.
I thought about that. I thought about the G63. But hey, this is timeless, classy. It's very capable in the jungle.
How many drive
presidential vehicle?
4
drive wheels. It's a 6x6.
Oh, it is all 6. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a completely bespoke Mercedes chassis where they made a 6x6 car.
The presidential vehicle's not going anywhere near the jungle anyway.
I would like to add that the thing he put in here was, for some reason, all of them surplused after April 45.
Funny that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He lives.
So he gets he gets through with this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of the world is
Aspiring
pretty
despot.
questionable on him, but at the very least, Harry doesn't kill him. All right, and then his wild card. I am also just going to post without saying much of anything.
Oh, it's the angry crop duster.
Look, man, I don't think this needs an explanation. It was literally designed for jungle warfare.
Not to mention, you have any idea how good at cultivating Elbonian mud this would be during times of peace? He absolutely lives.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
All right, I appreciate that.
Okay, we have speed ran flyboys.
Thank you.
Ficken, you want to go ahead with Josh's unmanned weapon?
Yeah, so Josh's unmanned weapon is something pretty simple and relatively timeless.
Oh no.
And thanks to our friends at the CIA, we'll be able to get many of them. The selected image is an unsupported format. What do you mean it's unsupported?
What
I think that means Cousin Harry doesn't support it.
No. That means I just gotta find another
PNG
picture.
or JPEG.
Just screenshot it.
No.
Sure, there's a
I'm just gonna
JPEG
get
of
another
it somewhere.
picture.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
No, I look like I know what a magenta is.
Yes.
Do I look like I know what a JDAM is?
No, but you're about to find out.
Just
Oh,
the
Predator.
good old-fashioned MQ-1 Predator.
Oh, China
No,
kills
Thing
you.
trying to get
No,
to.
by this point,
Okay, you save yourself.
we were using these in the 1990s.
Yep.
Yeah.
And by this point, they're quite old. In fact, the U.S. Air Force is already retiring them. The most you can fit on them is 4 Hellfires. And provided your local Air Force has something better than, say, a MiG-25, you're really not gonna be able to do much against or to shoot one down.
It's a great picture, that one.
I mean, you know, the Predator.
As angry as it makes me, because I think you should die because it's too complicated, like it's too nice. It will be 50 plus years old in 2042.
It's
That's
50
not
plus
stopped your,
years
that's not
old.
stopped your Air Force before.
The Iraqis shot one down in '98 with a MiG-25, which is the whole reason that I bring this up. And then the Serbians shot down a couple. So it's not invincible. It's lightly
I'm
armed.
also imagining these are being radio controlled from wooden shacks with patchy signal.
Yeah, probably.
Oh God, he lives. I want Josh to die. God damn it! He can't keep getting away with this.
Now, the last bit about the Iraqi MiG-25, I just wanted to include because I love that picture.
All right, go ahead, Rhodey, with your unmanned weapon.
Alright, I feel like I've maybe... Oh no, I think it's still unmanned. It's just got a different way to everyone else. That is the Themis.
You say that as if I didn't put a fucking pigeon in mine.
True. It's developed by the Estonians. It's only 3,500 pounds in weight, so it's not it's not your 12-ton thing.
What?
You can equip it with an LMG, a HMG, 40mm grenade launcher, 30mm autocannon, air-to-ground missile, or a loitering munition launcher, whatever the fuck that is.
Drone launcher.
Or 1,200 kilos of payload. You can also use it to transport shit around. And yeah, that's the extent of my presentation on it.
If I die, he dies.
Oh, he lives.
How? It's more effective than mine.
Cousin Harry loves this thing. The
I was gonna
Chinese
say, this thing's
fear it.
I think the Chinese look at it and go, it's too small to be buried.
You say that, but he mentioned loitering munitions.
Yeah, it launches suicide drones.
Okay, but what if what are the chances of Elbonia having access to loitering munitions? It can.
They're $30 on AliExpress.
Wait a minute. None of us actually suggested a loitering munition as our unmanned vehicle. So we don't have any.
Killed by China.
I thought about it.
I just thought I would buy some $20 drones off AliExpress.
AliExpress doesn't ship to Burma.
Yeah, they do. They ship to Ukraine. They'll ship to Burma.
Wait, isn't AliExpress in China?
Because they ship to
AliExpress
Burma
is
because
Chinese.
they can walk it to Burma.
Then AliExpress is definitely not gonna. If China is our adversary in this, they're not gonna ship to Elbonia.
That hasn't stopped them from shipping to Ukraine.
Because
they're not
China
enemies of
are not
Ukraine.
officially enemies with Ukraine just yet.
All right, fine. Then I'll buy them from fucking Brazil or Mexico or Taiwan. I bet you Taiwan would be more than happy to sell me loitering munitions. Or sorry, cheap drones. Because remember I said that was China still was teasing Taiwan at this point. I specifically made that comment so that way they wouldn't focus on us.
I think Rhodey lives.
I think he dies.
I think he lives.
God damn it.
Flyboy, what do you think?
I think he lives.
God.
Hang on. I can't. Hang on. Is it tracks or wheels?
Tracks.
Yeah, he lives.
Why do I die?
Because it was
Funny.
12 tons on wheels in the jungle.
Yeah, but look, it's big. It looks cool.
Ground pressure go burr.
Imagine that in a parade. Roadies in a parade looks pathetic.
Look, buddy,
No,
I'm
it
a
doesn't. It
pilot.
looks
I am
adorable.
severely practical.
Yeah, but the problem is you make something parade focused, you don't look like North Korea.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I did the most parade thing in here so far, I guess.
Yeah, you're the only one that's done a presidential vehicle. All right, Max. Air asset.
I have been practical, I think.
I need to be on the right slide. Here we
As
go.
you can see, I'm the only one who's done this properly.
Oh, cool. That didn't work.
He has not
if you
done it
remember
properly.
back to my caption on the hovercraft, oh, for God's okay, it's just broken. Nice. There we go. It works.
Technology stumps the British yet again.
No, it's just the image is making its way across the Atlantic. Slowly.
The JPEG is on a messenger pigeon.
It's sailing across in the Mayflower.
It's on the Titanic at this point. Why is it so fucking slow?
Just post it in Discord at this point.
I'm trying to do it properly.
I know you are, but I'll post it in Discord and then I can put it in the slide if I need to. There it is.
Hey.
Oh, Harrier.
It also does a heckin' hover.
It do.
Oh, I think he lives. Harriers are sick.
Yeah.
Harriers are cool as fuck.
Listen, all you need to do is hover over the parade, and Harrier is convinced.
Yeah, Harriers are based.
It's
They're
old
cool as
and
fuck. They're obsolete. Yeah.
and it works for the jungle with shit airstrips and stuff cut out of the jungle because it just VTOLs its way out of there.
Yeah.
The only reason China's not worried is because it's literally going to be the easiest thing in existence to shoot out of the sky for them.
Oh god, yeah. This is not a threat to a modern country.
That is that the Elbonian pilots can actually get them out of into the air.
Also true.
It'll be fine.
They're gonna have to get good at that if they want to do parades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, it can still operate without being in VTOL mode, so
Or we hire
they
a
might
couple
just use them as normal
Marines
planes.
to fly them.
Teach them, yeah.
Speaking of VTOL aircraft.
Oh no.
And the Marines.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Don't do an Osprey. Don't you dare.
I swear to God, if it's a
goddamn Osprey.
It depends. Does Harry know anything about this?
He doesn't know.
'Cause if he does,
he knows it was used a lot in the Middle East. He knows not of its service history past that.
I was going to say, if he knew of his service history, the solution would be death by you take the first flight, Chief.
Listen, we're a jungle / plateau environment. There's a lot of times where there won't be proper airfields or anything like that, so we need to have something that could loiter or be able to land.
Alternatively, you can cut down the jungle using the rotors, and then finish cutting it down by crashing into it.
and so it has room for 2 door gunners. You could also have something on the ramp out the back if you really wanted to, another gunner. It can carry multiple troops and do exfil and evac. It functions as a plane and a helicopter at times. Usually not at the same time. And he's going to love it. Look at it. It's got giant blades. It's going to look cool. Imagine this thing slowly hovering over the parade as it goes through.
Question.
Yes.
By 2042, have Bell and Boeing Vertol figured out a solution to the prop rotor gearbox failures?
Dear God, I hope so, because we're buying all these from the U.S. military after they're offloading them.
Right.
But that's logistic things cousin Harry doesn't need to worry about. He just needs to see it, and we just need to have at least 3 working for the parade every year.
Now, I want to hate it because it's clearly an inferior helicopter to the Chinook, so I have a personal bias. However, if you show 3 Ospreys to Cousin Harry in its 3 different storage configurations, the one with the blades folded back and the wings folded sideways, one where it's partially in its storage configuration, and then one in its ground configuration, he's gonna fucking love that. He's gonna think it's like a transformer.
Yeah.
Especially if you put machine guns in the doors.
Yeah.
And doesn't it have that one on the bottom too, on the chin turret?
I don't think they ever actually ended up doing that.
Yeah, I don't know if any of them have the chin turret anymore. This is the first.
I can't believe that you fucking lived with an Osprey.
This is the first time anybody's ever lived because of an Osprey.
Too soon.
He lives until, all the parade pilots die.
Yep.
All right, Vigan.
Also, back to
Right.
what Brad said about the fixing the problem, saying, "Dear God, I hope so." My assumption is the reason that the US is offloading them all to you in 2042 is because they haven't and they can't.
I have been waiting for this part specifically all week. Right. On the question of Elbonian air power, our primary competitor, China, has got quite the big force of jets, of 3rd, 4th, 5th gen jets, everything from J7s to J16s to J20s. They have the H6 strategic bomber. They've got, I think they might still have Q5s. They have the JH7 Flounder. We need something that's going to be pretty good at taking out that and then still being able to battle the Chinese ground forces. We need something that's going to be on the market, which is why I suggested the CF-18 Hornet, because they're going to be getting replaced by the F-35. However, this is Canada we're talking about, and, well, to be perfectly honest, halfway through my negotiations with them, well, they decided to cancel the F-35 again, so we can't go with the CF-18. So I had to go with a different option. And getting a little bit frustrated, however, remembering that we were talking to Iran, I decided...
Oh, no.
And I decided to go with this up until this weekend, where things might have changed. The Iranian F-14 Tomcat fleet.
Oh.
Leave him alone.
Now, let me hear me out here, okay? Because this slideshow continues a little bit.
Of course it does.
Yeah. Right. So,
It's a shame because you live with the Tomcat.
these jets...
Because all Cousin Harry does on a weekend is watch Top Gun.
These jets have quite the history from the Iran-Iraq War. And they got a lot of kills against Iraqi MiGs and everything from up close with guns to long-range kills, including, I believe it was 2 MiG-23s with a single AIM-54. And
bad behavior.
These jets, these shouldn't be flying anymore, right? So clearly, the Iranians are doing something good with them. So they have a good maintenance program for these aircraft. Meaning, we can rely on these. The Elbonian airmen can successfully rely on these to defend our airspace against the Chinese threat. But more than that, as it, come on.
All right, this was fun. I got home. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Yep.
Right. More than that, they've been upgraded over time. Now they can use Russian weapons such as the R-27 in place of the AIM-7 Sparrow. They've got reverse-engineered systems such as the Fokker 90 that we put on the Hyperflogger. They can carry modified versions of MiM-23 Hawks on the outboard pylons in place of Phoenixes or Fokker 90s. They even made a bomb version of a Sparrow, not the Sparrow, the Hawk missile that you can put on the outboard pylons with a 750-pound bomb on it, turning this glorious, beautiful interceptor also into a bomber. But more important than that, especially for Cousin Harry, is, well, it's the Tomcat. You know, it's been in Top Gun. It's been in The Final Countdown. This plane is probably one of the most famous planes of all time. And just look at it. It's the F-14. This ends my recommendation.
All Tomcats come with a speaker system installed that plays Danger Zone. Yeah, he lives.
Harry loves it, and the Chinese don't care about this anymore.
Harry just spends his weekend watching Top Gun. In fact,
Yeah.
he'll request a ride along or to fly one with his own personal plane. And it will say Maverick on the side of it.
All right. It's Monica's turn again.
Oh, dear.
Oh, God. Time for my brain to hurt again.
All right.
Clean floor for Glorious Leader.
MiG-44?
The MiG 1.44!
Oh.
I almost went with that! I nearly chose that instead of the F-14!
Cobra maneuver is a bullet point.
Sexy.
Is it?
Sexy.
In a Russian kind of a way. Maybe.
I mean, it's your typical end of the Soviet Union super plane, super fighter sort of look.
Also, some of the things that woman considers sexy scare me. So
the twin outbow tails are a choice.
Very, very cool.
It's very cool. It has internal weapon storage. It's got
Do the Chinese kill her for this?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
This is the end of the Soviet Union.
By late Soviet, it's going to be a bit half-baked.
I think this... I probably have the...
Brochure will be good.
I probably have the history of this completely wrong, but I believe this was unveiled in, like, 1989 or 1990. But it didn't fly for the first time until the late 90s because MiG didn't have the money to complete it.
Sounds about right.
Where if it was a Sukhoi product, they probably would have been able to complete it by 1993 because Sukhoi made a lot of money in the 90s. Buy flankers, don't buy fulcrums.
Why not both?
Because flanker's sexy, fulcrum cute, but one works in the war and the other one not so much, especially in the 90s. It's a cool jet. May or may not have some little bit of influence on the J-20.
Just a little bit.
Oh, shit, I gotta go straight to Josh. Hang on a
Yep.
second.
Let's see if
Yeah.
he can be credible once more.
We can do
Just
Rhodey
to-
before you if we need to.
No, I got it.
Okay. Can we please kill him this time? Come on, we need somebody to die this round other than Flyboy. And Rhodey. I'm just preempting it. I just get the feeling.
Yeah, that's alright. Having looked what was intellected, I'm actively
as I say,
reconsidering my decision.
Listen,
if
going off
Rhodey
the
continues his
pattern
pattern,
here.
yeah, he's owed another death.
Right.
I'm surprised Flyboy lived 3 times. Granted, although one of the times he got double killed, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at how
Josh
many times Flyboy
recommended
lived. Look at how many times he died.
the Hal Tejas, or Tejas. Tejas. It is an Indian fighter.
Delta Wing.
Designed to, it's a cranked Delta Wing. It's designed to replace their MiG-21s. It has taken the Indians like 25 years to get it into service. It's been a very long time, but it looks cool with the big Delta Wing. And it's kind of like a light fighter.
Oh, China don't give a shit.
Yep. Let me get some specs on it.
I'm not sold China don't care yet.
Right. So the program for this began in the 1980s. It made its first flight in 2001. It was introduced into service in 2015. There are currently 53 of the Mark I in production. The Mark I is the one that we are using, not the Mark II, which looks a bit different. It has the usual Indian ordnance thing of domestic, Russian, French, and British weapons capabilities, if I recall. There's a buttload of variants of it. Not that that really matters much for us. It uses an F404 engine out of no, not a Super Hornet, Legacy Hornet. Oh, it also has Israeli weapons that it can carry. And yeah.
My biggest concern is its electronic suite.
Okay.
Because if it went into production in 2015,
yeah,
it's gonna have like way more up to date electronics than most of the things we've posted. And I feel like that's where you might run into issues with China. If the electronic suite is too good.
But by this point in 2042, it'll be a bit old now.
That doesn't stop the Block 16 F-16s in Ukraine from shooting down Su-35s.
Well, that was a Block 15, and allegedly shot down an Su-34. We still don't really have confirmation on it, as funny as it would be, and I really hope it's true. But anyways, let me see if Josh had anything else related to his recommendation for the Tejas.
It might be new, but somehow it looks like it's from the 1980s.
Yeah.
It's because the core design of it is, and I don't have any issues with that.
Yeah.
The issues is more with the targeting capabilities of it, because that'll make or break it.
Well, the majority of its air-to-air weapons are smaller, like infrared. Oh wait, it can carry Derby, which is an Israeli radar guided. Okay, it does have some radar guided, slight beyond visual range capabilities. Wow, it has a lot of different weapons options. How do the Indians handle logistics? Good God!
Surprisingly well.
I gotta listen to the Perun video on India again. Listen specifically for the part about logistics. Shout out to Perun, by the way. Great channel.
Your reactions to that makes me more and more worried that the Chinese are going to kill you for They killed Josh for this.
I mean, I think it's a good-looking jet, but I don't think it offers anything that like hasn't been done before.
I don't
Like,
think it
why
needs to. I just
No.
I think having anything like this capable on China's doorstep would be enough for them to be like not okay with it. Especially because China already isn't the biggest fans of India.
True. And getting us into the ties of India would kind of put us at a bit of odds with China.
Hmm.
And that also wouldn't allow your tank to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pakistan tank and the Indian plane would be a very awkward meeting.
It would be. I can see it either way. Rody, what do you think?
I don't feel like I'm far enough qualified to pass judgment.
I don't think any of us are.
Yeah,
We're still
I
doing it.
generally I can see. Yeah, you're probably not going to be the most popular with the Chinese using something that
Max.
half decent and by the Indians.
I think he lives, but I think the Chinese are keeping an eye on him.
Well, first death for Josh. He's done pretty well.
Yeah.
I think he flew a little too close to the sun with this one.
I get it, because we're in the plane section.
Hey.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with the plane. I think it's just a little too capable.
Alright, well, we'll see how we go. I think the option that I was going to give me, that I was going to provide until about 5 minutes ago, would have got me killed by Harry. But I'll go for this instead. Oh, hang on. A bit big.
Ooh.
Oh, Mitsubishi K2?
The F2.
F2? Sorry.
F2, yeah.
The
Viper
Viper
Zero.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through. My original option was, I think, the F1. And I thought, nah, it's a bit too old. It's a bit too incapable. By the time we get to 2042, this thing's going to be, 30, 40 years old?
Yep.
Given that the F-16 platform was already something that, sorry, no, it's F-15 America's trying to replace. But by this point, F-16's functionally more or less been, at least not replaced. It's been, there's been a more modern equivalent thrown up for it.
I think they're working on the F-16 export replacement now, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's called the F-35.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
You know what I meant. That's considered too expensive for most places.
Oh, yeah, then it's called the F-16 F-16V Block 70. The replacement for the F-16 is just another F-16.
God damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a more locally produced F-16, and I suppose it avoids the ties of you purchasing something from America, so you don't directly piss off China, instead you're purchasing something from Japan, which, well, yeah, China's got a bigger influence over Japan than they've got over America, unless you're an election. But yeah, I feel like that's a suitably adequate pick of being good without being too good.
It's a good looking jet because it is a Viper. It's got some decent capabilities. Its greatest capability will be absolutely useless for us in Elbonia because, well, we're landlocked. We don't need the anti-shipping capabilities of the F2. Therefore, the Chinese won't be as concerned about this ship as they would be if we were short a coastal nation.
It can carry a lot of weapons, but nowhere near as many as the Indian plane. It's going to be basically all NATO weapons, which
pretty much
NATO and Japanese.
Yeah. Which in our area of the world will be a little harder to come by. You basically have to come through Australia, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. They're the easiest geographically. Yeah, because you have others so you kind of go around China.
Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand as well. Yeah.
I think the Viper Zero lives.
I think it's very close. So we're gonna do this. There. The Chinese are eyeing you.
I'll take it.
The same way Cousin Harry was eyeing, Cousin Harry was eyeing Vegan up here.
Right, for the Mi-28. Yeah.
All right, Max, boo me.
This is my personal favorite. And links back into when I said don't worry about the remote weapon system.
Oh no. Is it Claymore
no.
Roomba again?
No, this is much better.
Whenever the Atlantic decides to allow us to
Yeah,
see
when
it.
the Atlantic. Yeah. Oh. Aye!
Polar Wildcat. What?
This is a real thing that our military developed.
I can see that.
It's a bowler wildcat with a remote weapon system on the top of it that you can slap basically anything you damn please on it, including a javelin, a hellfire, a GPMG. Yeah, this thing rules. By QT Services and Supercat in the second half of the noughties.
I mean, I feel like Harry would appreciate becoming his own driving god in behind the wheel of it.
Yeah, Cousin Harry will love it.
It's
Cousin Harry
incredibly...
met the Top Gear trio when they came through the Shan Plateau last time.
Yeah, it's incredibly tough. You can drop it 40 feet on its nose. It's got anywhere between 300 and 400 horsepower from EVR, Fettled V8. Yeah, just it will not be stopped, and now comes with added bonus of explodey thing on top that can be remotely controlled and pointed from inside of it.
Except it
or
will be
outside
stopped
of it.
because it has a Rover V8, so the Chinese won't be too
No.
bothered.
Well, if there's one that that's what I would say to the Chinese. But if there's one thing I will say is that these things did the Dakar without breaking down, so some forests will be fine.
I'm not sure the Chinese are the biggest fan, but I'm not sure they care enough to do anything about it.
They just see it and think it's a Defender. They don't realize how quick it is.
All right. Now it's time for me. I took this, and I had to find something, once again, that appealed to Cousin Harry's sensibilities. Parades, mostly. This will look absolutely incredible at a parade. They've been used in parades for, gosh, probably going on 80 years by this point in 2042. I would like to present to you, because they're still laying around somehow, first generation Scud missiles.
What's the range on a Scud?
It's very parade friendly.
Like 1,000 kilometers or something.
So you can definitely shoot into China from as far away as possible in Elbonia.
Right, but they are first generation Scud missiles. So the targeting system, don't worry about the targeting system.
But these were never going to be aimed particularly well anyway. It's just the fact that you can.
And they're going to be incredibly easy to shoot down for China at this point.
You said the earliest Scud?
Yeah.
Operational range of 180 kilometers.
Oh, in that case, they don't give a flying moon.
But if we go with the Scud B, which is more traditionally carried on that TEL,
yeah,
we're looking at 300 kilometers.
All right, we'll do a Scud B
Okay,
because it is on the
that's
truck.
still. On the one hand, I think, well, was it? Harry loves the way it looks, but I think he's a bit disappointed to learn that it only goes 300k.
We just don't have to. We never tell him that. We never tell him the range. We just show up with this and point the missile in the air like this. And he goes, whoa, yes. That's a big missile. It must be able to go into space, basically.
I think the Chinese might be a little bit concerned because, I mean, the Scud missile is pretty iconic for what it, like, the raids during the Gulf War. Especially, like, that style. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if the Iraqis were using the Scud B or if they were using different variants of it, but
believe they had,
of course, their own
Scud
built
Ds.
made. Okay. And then like the Al Hussein and whatever homemade versions of the Scud they had, but well, then again, it's only 190-mile range.
And this is 50 years post-Iraq War.
And the Chinese will probably just blow that up in the day one of any war.
But think of how good it'll look at a parade with an 8-wheeled vehicle towing it around like this.
It does look pretty good. It's honestly one of my favorite exhibits at the American Heritage Museum.
Can I do my other two? Because I'm both
Sure.
feeling very quite tired and unwell.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
That means then I will fall asleep listening to my brothers.
Yes. I was wondering when you were going to ask.
Yeah, my brain eventually get. I wanted to at least have the energy and the flow to do the super cat.
All right. So go with it. Use your presidential vehicle.
Oh, this is a good one. I'm pleased with this one. Honestly, for any aspiring dictator/despot, bigger is better, and more opulence.
Okay.
Assuming it works. Your Discord, or are we gonna not Discord?
Coming in and out.
Discord, fucking
Discord's probably dealing with fake
across the Atlantic, you bastard.
Any day now.
Your call is very important to us.
What?
Oh, the V16 concept?
The Cadillac 16. 12.7 litre V16, 1,000 horsepower, and it's a Cadillac, so big and comfy, more cylinder, more good.
Isn't this the one that's two North Stars put together?
I think so.
Maybe. Well, no, it'd be bigger than that because the North Star was 4.2. That would make it an 8.7 litre, whereas it's 12.7. Or was it? It's, yeah, two. I don't know what the hell they did to create this.
Let's have a look.
But it's, yes, extremely long, extremely big, and extremely imposing. This is Cousin Harry's vehicle of choice for negotiating with other world leaders.
It's something. It's certainly an car.
It
Of
loses
the cars of all time.
It loses points for not being a convertible. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I that's the only way it could be better.
I think it also loses a little points because Cousin Harry, it's not great for being driven around in. So you're really hoping Cousin Harry likes to drive it himself. Because I can only imagine.
All I need to say to him is 12.7 litre V16.
I could only imagine the back seats in this are much like the Lotus.
No, this thing is enormous. Like the pictures, because there's no cut and paste of the pictures. Like,
But it is still a coupe.
but it's big as the fuck. Right, 13.6 liter V16. Yeah, and it's 5.7 meters long, so it's a Maybach size.
Well, it'd have to be with
No,
the
it's not a coupe. Not a coupe.
It's not?
It's pillarless doors.
Huh.
Image make it. Yeah, there we go.
Oh wow.
Look at it.
If you show him that.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, there we go. You should have shown this picture.
Oh, no, there's even more.
Because he's gonna see that and be like, and then you're gonna open the doors and he's be like, oh.
Yeah, open the doors, open up the hood, and then all of a
else.
sudden.
Oh, you want to see the hood open? A proper angle.
Oh.
All right, yeah, you live for this one.
Yeah.
You laugh, Rody. Look at it.
No, I agree.
Wild card. This wild card is actually my other armed personnel carrier.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
Right, it was my other personnel carrier, but I liked it too much to
just checking something there.
To be fair, that's the same way that I got to my wild card, was something else that I already had elsewhere, but thought,
Listen,
I don't want to
think
get rid
of
of it.
anything funnier, and I really wanted to use this, but I also wanted to use the LCAC.
That's also how I got to my wild card. Something I was going to use somewhere else, and then I thought it'd be funnier as a wild card.
This is objectively useless, but very funny.
Wait a minute.
Is it a...
It's the M6 with the Dushka!
It's the 6 Series convertible. It's not even an M6. It's the 6 Series convertible with a Dushka and a mismatched door panel from Ukraine at the start of the invasion. They used it to shoot down drones.
Yes! Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is real.
It's an anti-drone weapon.
Yeah, it was an anti-drone weapon at the start of the when the Russians actually got close to Kyiv when they went through Chernobyl, start of the war. Some fucker loaded up a Dushka onto the back of a 6 Series convertible and removed the trunk.
Good on him. I mean, to be fair, he's picked the best version of the 6 Series to ruin, so...
What?
I mean, if you look at, there's been 3 versions of the 6 Series, it's kind of understandable.
Okay,
I mean, yeah, but the Bengal cars were very hit or miss.
I love that car, though.
Yeah, and actually, he's removed the worst part of it, the trunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just too funny not to use.
It's too good. It's too good. You can't. You put a Dushka in an M6. I can't hate that.
And it's the convertible that he doesn't get from the 16.
Yeah, there we go. He can ride around in that if he wants to.
If he rides around in this, he's going to be firing the Dushka into the air.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's just load it with blanks in a parade and just fire as he drives along.
All right, Vigan, you want to go ahead with your boomy?
Right. So my boomy brings us back to the Middle East.
Oh God!
Of course it does.
Of course
Home
it does.
of the boomy.
What? It is very exotic, which is part of the reason why I chose it, so that no one else would. I present to you the Alfa.
What
Oh my
the
Jesus.
fuck is that?
Oh hell yes.
This is a modification of the South African G6 artillery piece designed by infamous artillery developer Gerald Bull. It's an 8.3-inch howitzer, has a 35-mile range, and I'm not entirely sure if that's unassisted or rocket-assisted. Either way, we could always up the size of the rocket, make it go even longer. 56-mile-an-hour top speed. It has an auto loader, and I believe it had a fire rate of like 4 or 5 rounds a minute, 6 rounds a minute, and
it was rocket assisted to move around.
No.
No,
Oh.
around.
round.
Oh.
Round itself.
I thought he was talking about the top speed was
I mean-
rocket assisted, and I was trying
I
to figure
now
out where
want
they.
to. I now want a rocket assisted version of that.
I
Elbonia.
was trying to figure out where they
Yeah.
put. Listen, I've been hurt too much by World of Tanks.
And the driver is up front in a center seating position, much like a McLaren F1, making this the world's first sports self-propelled artillery.
Hammond, you idiot! You reversed into the sports self-propelled artillery.
I want to hate this, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
The length of barrel is equivalent to how cool it is. And
Yes,
it's got a very
and the
long
barrel is
barrel.
massive on this thing. Honestly, if the barrel was shorter, this would look awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the G6 has a shorter barrel, and also it's a 155. It doesn't look as cool.
Because
I
this
almost went
is
with
a
the G6 and
203,
then happened to see this.
right?
It subscribes to the same
210?
rule of cool
Somewhere
as
around
the
there?
2S7.
Like that.
Yeah. I think 8 inches 203.
Yeah. Hang on. I checked my
Going
spreadsheet.
off of World of Tanks knowledge here, or World of Warships knowledge.
Yeah, 8 inches 203.
So yeah, it's like 210 or something.
Nice. Score 1 for the Alpha.
Jesus Christ! All right. Oh God. Oh, it's time.
Oh, back to the video.
Oh, I put that there for mine. Oops. I got too used to doing roadies going down.
Maxes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Several people.
Actually, and roadies.
Why does it get crispier every time? I swear it gets worse every time I hit play again.
It does.
Oh, she dies. She dies. No, she's just dead. She's just dead. Right? Like...
Radiation liberal lie.
We said no nukes.
So, for those uninformed, what is that? Like a personal nuke or something?
It is a man portable nuclear rocket launcher, basically.
Yeah.
Why would you make that? Like, surely the nuke's got the range that you take out the man portable with it.
That was part of the problem with it that the U.S. found out.
That's why they put it on a Jeep.
So
you shoot it and you run away.
The U.S. started mounting it backwards on Jeeps. That way you could fire it.
Drive away from it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The idea for this was, all right, Ivan is driving through the Fulda Gap. We got to fucking kill those Reds.
So this was
So
what, a design from the 50s?
Yeah, 50s.
I was gonna say, that's peak. That's peak. Everything needs nuclear, so that makes sense.
The W-54 warhead is relatively small as well, but I believe it was also designed to be like more radioactive. So if you don't get killed in the flash and the heat and everything, you get killed by the radiation. Enhanced radiation weapon, something like that. I want to set the world on fire. No precision required. Man portables, radiation liberal lie.
She's double dead. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for Josh.
Right, Josh, something boomy. I was so flustered by the
Davy Crockett. I understand.
Yeah, by the Davy Crockett that
I had to do a double take because I didn't think she was that stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who?
Momo suggested a personal nuke.
Here we go. Right. Next up is another very big gun. It's a very big gun that we don't know a lot about. And that is the North Korean M1978 Koksan.
That is a big gun.
It is a big gun. Let me go to the Wikipedia for it, because off the top of my head, I don't know jack shit about it, apart from that it's from North Korea.
Very railroad. Fuck, it doesn't matter. Very railroad gun looking thing.
Right. It is a 170 millimeter gun.
That's actually smaller than the sports self-propelled.
Does. It has a 40-kilometer range with a standard munition. With a boosted rocket munition, it has a 60-kilometer range. No one knows what the gun on that is actually based on. It's believed to be a German design or a Russian naval design. No one actually knows.
Here's the
I would
thing.
put my money on Russian.
I think Harry loves it. I think the Chinese don't really care because they probably helped North Korea develop it. But I think our CIA contacts that helped us get into power suddenly have a lot of questions for us.
And they don't over the Iranian suggestions.
But
they already knew about
Iran
this.
was a friend at one point.
True.
Yeah, they knew about most of that. This is the one they start going, all right, you're gonna give those to us now. So I think you might get captured by the CIA for this.
Yeah.
We need a new picture.
Having such an unknown thing like this, I just feel like there's gotta like I just get the feeling the CIA wouldn't let this one go. They have a lot of questions about who your contact is in North Korea, how you got it.
Yeah. Like, so on the Wikipedia page for it, deployment. Little is publicly known about how North Korea organizes and deploys its artillery. It's been suggested that the M1978 and the M1989 equipped battalions consist of X amount of guns. Elsewhere, it says that the vehicle is based on a Type 59 chassis, and then according to another guy, the gun may be a Russian naval or coastal artillery system supplied to North Korea in the 50s. But I've seen other articles suggesting that it may be based on an old German design.
It's okay, he got CIA'd for that one.
What is the...
Not necessarily saying he's dead, but he is in currently with the CIA.
And what's the CIA?
I just grabbed their actual logo.
Oh.
I just googled CIA and grabbed the first picture. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fair enough.
Rhodey.
Alright. So I went about this differently to others, I can tell. But given that it's doing a lot of sort of jungle fighting, a lot of that sort of stuff, I figured it was probably better to have maybe rather than something ground-based, something air-based that could then attack the ground, because you'd have the elevation over the jungle through the trees and the such. So I've gone for this. Mostly because of the name. This is the Cessna Super Tweet. Well, the part's called the Super Tweet. This is the Dragonfly.
The Super Tweet!
Yeah!
Alright.
Which is a jet trainer that then decided, hey, we'll put bombs and a 20mm minigun on it.
Yeah, Super Tweet is awesome.
Yeah.
God bless Vietnam for this one.
Dragonfly is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool jet.
Yeah, that's the extent of the preparation for it. But I saw the name and it's like, yeah, okay, I've got to find a spot for this.
Yeah. And it has service in Vietnam.
Yep.
So it's a perfect sort of counterinsurgency, jungle warfare, napalm dropping. And it's quite old, being a 1950s, 1960s design originally with the T-37. So China won't care one bit.
No.
I said China will swat this out of the sky like nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me again. I'm going first now. All right. Gentlemen. Cousin Harry is going to be a busy man when we start this country up. I know everybody else has probably went with something like a presidential car, like we've seen before. But I think we need to go one further. I think Cousin Harry needs his own version of Air Force One. Cousin Harry's going to be jet setting around the world, and he wants to be home in time for dinner when he goes. I would like to present to you Elbonia's Air Force One. Concord.
Oh.
I was like, he's not doing it. Is he?
Oh.
Ah.
Like,
I'm
where,
upset.
Me
where, where are you getting this from?
I expected the TU-144.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd be about a shout. 'Cause I think they're still closer to being operational.
Probably. Just chilling on the flight line at Zukovsky. You could probably get one going.
Yeah. Why,
You
Brad?
know what? I think China's going to kill you.
Why would China kill me?
Because all of a sudden, you have given Elbonia a Mach 2 capable large heavy jet.
That's going to be full of nothing but elegance and beds.
Or you
Or
strap a
satellite and
pylon
spy
onto it.
equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've given them a Mach 2 spy plane.
We're not
Either
going
a
to
Mach
strap
2
a
Disguise-
spy
pilot.
plane or a
disguise
Mach 2 bomber. I think China kills you.
Also, good luck taking that off from anywhere in Elbonia.
That too.
Yeah, all you've just done is
On landing it.
is decided to give them a demilitarized blinder.
The fact that there is no
Or a
military
blackjack.
equipment at all on this is going to be totally fine.
Yet.
It's going.
Minus the engines.
It's
There
going.
was no military equipment on the
Animal.
C-130, and yet they still made a ground attack aircraft out of that.
China won't believe you.
This is going to show up brighter than the sun on any radar scope.
Also,
I mean-
you're going to need to get the Rolls-Royce Olympic engines certified.
Yeah. Like the amount of money you're gonna this is very dictated. The amount of money you're gonna spend just to get one of these operational again, just to then have it shot out of the sky. And at the end of the day, you're going to cost the world. You're going to give us one less Concorde in the world, which is not an acceptable sacrifice for Elbonia.
But we'll be able to see Concorde fly again.
Once.
Will we? Or are we going to
Yes.
see it crash into
Big
the
crash.
end of one of Elbonia's mud runways?
We have already allocated a location and
Actually, that's a good point. The mud
funds
runway.
for
I'm not sure you're
a-
going to get. You won't even be able to take off in this thing with a mud runway.
for a completely new paved runway we will be creating. This is
It'll
a jobs
take off on
program.
the mud runway. It'll take off on the mud runway, and then the Olympuses will tear it to shreds so it can't be landed back on again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I think you're getting killed for this one.
Yeah.
God damn it. It's the first time China's killed me.
Yeah.
Can't
That's
believe
variety.
can't believe I got killed for Concorde. This is bullshit.
Yeah, because you give the because you're putting a Concorde in danger.
Yeah.
I'm letting a
Maybe a little too
Concorde
high
live
there.
again.
You may be letting Concorde live again, but you're putting it in such a dangerous zone.
Everybody's
And
gonna
taking...
love
For
it.
5 seconds.
Nobody's gonna want to shoot it down because it looks too cool.
That's why they'll just bomb it on day one while it's still
Yeah.
on the ground. Anyway,
That'd be like Russia bombing the AN-225. That'd never happen.
speaking of bombing, my recommendation for presidential vehicle, it is my turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Comes from a man who had a reputation for bombing things. I give you the 1973 Lincoln Continental, gifted by Richard Milhouse Nixon to Leonid Brezhnev.
Love the boat.
Not only did he give them this car. Brezhnev then drove Nixon around to Camp David and onto public roads, and Nixon started yelling at Brezhnev to slow down because he was taking turns too fast.
He's getting that car.
He's getting the very car.
God, it has got to be in complete disrepair by this point.
No, it's in a museum.
It was owned by the Soviets. Oh. So you're stealing it from a museum?
In the same way that you just stole Concorde from a museum and then got shot for it.
Oh, that's a good point. You're getting shot.
No, what?
That was a no goal.
2 can play this game.
The difference is one is just a car, the other one is Concorde.
Concorde Continental sounds pretty similar to me.
Can you take that off of the mud runway?
I think this would get stuck in a mud runway, honestly.
Look at that suspension travel, though. It's an old 70s yacht. It can just go over all that.
So it's 7,000 pounds, so it'll sink into the mud first.
No,
yeah,
it's
gonna have worse ground pressure than Brad's UGV.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
I think it'll be much worse.
It's only got 4 wheels and they're gonna be a lot skinnier.
Where's Tony? Oh, he's deaf and muted. Damn it. He could back me up on this one.
Bring us back. I'm not gonna argue that it isn't cool, but
if we kill someone for having a Lincoln Continental as a presidential vehicle, we've gone very wrong somewhere. Like, it's a gift from a president to a general secretary, and let's not forget the most famous incident a Lincoln Continental ever got involved in.
Good point.
Oh.
Good point.
Oh yeah, wait. Does cousin Harry associate that car with getting assassinated?
Well, it's a hard
Not
top,
that one.
so
yeah. But it is the perfect.
I mean, I'm
vehicle
pretty
because
sure at
it's
this
got his
point,
head blown off.
bullets can penetrate that hard top.
He lives. He's got to live for that.
I just wanted to be obtuse.
You've had so many opportunities, and you wait till now.
Who are you to question my opportunities?
Comrade question.
Why can't I post a picture of Concorde in Discord? Images.
Because we're on to
We're on Monica's. Yeah, I'm trying to. I've been posting everything I've had in Discord as well. Because Flyboy responded to the Scud missile and said, "I hope China killed you." He's gonna be very disappointed to see that I lived from that.
So, we reckon this is a bicolors or a van wall?
No, I've had a look. It's not that.
Oh, you shouldn't have looked ahead.
Either.
I fucking lost it when I saw that.
Oh!
Huracan Sterrado.
Hang on.
Is this still gonna
No,
be
I need to
running in
because speed outrun
2042?
bullet.
Lamborghini Hurricane Stellantis?
Yeah, she's misdone all 3 of those.
Yes.
Oh, is this Momo's response to whatever the heck you're doing?
Yeah.
Memes.
Yeah, no.
Classic.
Well, no. I think she's trying to be half genuine with her submissions, but she's also submitted it as a .mp4 with really crunchy.
How much is this going to
Backing music.
cost in
Music
20
from
years?
the early 2000s.
I mean, by
much
this
does it
point,
cost now?
yeah, by this point, it will have lost some value.
Again,
Yo.
you're
If you
asking
do.
how much a hurricane. You're asking how much a Hurricane Sterrado would cost, but not fucking Concorde.
It's the last. It's the last V10.
The glass house thing, okay?
Yeah, but apart from maybe the Continental, which is a one-off, like that's a one-off in a museum. This is the cheapest thing that's been suggested so far.
Yeah, so far this is
Fucking
the
about
cheapest
this.
option.
Also, unlike everything else suggested, what was it? Concorde, they made about 12 of them. There was one of the Cadillac, that of the one I suggested. Continental.
There was
is,
one of,
that one in
technically.
particular is
Yeah.
one of one. This they made hundreds of.
Right, but
Yeah.
how many
realistic one
Mercedes
so far.
6x6s were made?
Like
About 3.
yeah,
Oh,
less than 10.
Okay.
This is by far the most feasible choice.
It's also
So far.
relatively practical with the suspension.
Yeah, I hate to say. Although was it your cousin Harry, a 60-year-old, his back will shoot himself.
His back will not be a fan.
I hope it has a comfort mode.
I have heard suspension in this is
everything's
not as soft and cushy as a Dakar 911 or a rally, 911 rally, whatever they call it.
The Dakar.
Oh, it is a Dakar.
I was thinking that it might have been similar to that.
It's better than a normal Huracan, but so's sitting on broken glass.
Yeah.
Also, the gear changes will probably break his neck.
I think she lives.
Oh,
Lives.
God.
Right. Josh. So Josh decided maybe we need to appease our enemy just a little bit. Throw a bone, so to speak. So he
Xiang.
suggested
the
honky L5.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Wait, that just looks like a mid-2000s Jaguar XJ got into a bad fight with a Hornet
With
and
a
an
Mini.
allergic reaction.
Look,
I can see Rolls Royce in the glass house.
A 60s Mini and a
Glass House
Rolls
is
Royce
Gen
had a
7
baby.
Phantom, yeah.
Yeah.
The Glass House is a Phantom, the 2003 one.
Front end
Body
looks
is
almost like
an
half
XJ.
Anglia or something.
No, it's not. No, the Anglia is right backwards. The body is like an XJ, but then the front is like an Austin of some kind. That's hateful.
You know, if they changed the headlights, then it would look less horrifying.
Headlights would help. I mean, the whole front end needs changing. If I'm honest, that grill is decidedly old.
Harry might kill him.
I was gonna say, does Harry just kill him for how bad it looks?
May I
The
show
problem is,
you
especially
the
if-
interior? Oh God, not the interior of that one.
No, share with the class.
For the
Nope.
headlights to say yes.
Share it with the room.
No. First, I'm going to show you a better looking interior.
Why does it have a mohawk on the bonnet?
Because China, and red and China. See, that doesn't look too bad, right?
All right. Why? What were you going to show us?
Well, remember, this isn't my choice. This is Josh's choice, so I do kind of get to fuck with the pictures some. Right. Yeah, this one.
Oh, also, none of these electronics are going to work in 20 years. They're all going to be non-supported, and the car is going to basically be a brick. Oh, yeah, that
Barney interior.
That all-screen dash will not work in 20 years. Just straight.
It won't work in 20 months.
Yeah, because this company will have closed and they'll have opened 2 new ones.
Yeah.
That is such an early 2000s color of purplish.
Evangelion
I
interior.
ironically love that interior.
I think that's like Ford car green as well.
Oh, that is bad. Oh. It has buttons.
It looks like it's something out of like the Cat in the Hat film franchise.
It looks. Oh God! It looks like a boomer mansion inside of it.
Yes.
Hey, youngster.
Like you know how you go on Zillow and you like oh, I wonder what this $6 million house, and then you look at the interior and it's absolutely atrocious.
It's the amount of money where you just give up on taste.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I think Cousin Harry kills him.
Yes.
It's not even like a Zill where it's intimidating. It's just it looks pathetic and it's like cheap Chinese tat.
Yeah.
And the electronics will not work in 20 years. I
No,
refuse
just
to live in a
talking about a
world
20-year-old
where
Lambo.
that is a functioning infotainment system. All right, Rody, what do you
There's a
got?
20-year-old off-roading Lambo.
All right. So
Listen, I don't think that'll work either, but I got outvoted on that one.
this is the I'll scroll past it again. This is the Holden
dead.
VQ Caprice armored car,
Ooh.
and because he is a man of culture,
No,
I
he's
have to
not.
find the video link. He is. I will put the
wait.
video link in Elbonia, and Brad can stream it.
Senator Collins, thanks for coming in.
It's a great pleasure, thank you.
This ship that was involved in the incident off Western Australia this week.
Yeah, the one the front fell off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very typical. I'd like to make that point.
Well, how is it untypical?
Well, there are a lot of these ships going around the world all the time, and very seldom does anything like this happen. I just don't want people thinking that tankers aren't safe.
Was this tanker safe?
Well, I was thinking more about the other ones.
The ones that are safe?
Yeah, the ones the front doesn't fall off.
Well, if this wasn't safe, why did it have 80,000 tonnes of oil on it?
Well, I'm not saying it wasn't safe. It's just perhaps not quite as safe as some of the other ones.
Why?
Well, some of them are built so the front doesn't fall off at all.
Well, wasn't this built so the front wouldn't fall off?
Well, obviously not.
How do you know?
Well, because the front fell off and the 20,000 tonnes of crude oil spilled into the sea caught fire. It's a bit of a giveaway. I just like to make the point that that is not normal.
Well, what sort of standards are these oil tankers built to?
Oh, very rigorous maritime engineering standards.
What sort of thing?
Well, the front's not supposed to fall off for a start.
And what other things?
Well, there are regulations governing the materials that they can be made of.
What materials?
Well, cardboard's out.
And?
No cardboard derivatives.
Like paper?
No paper. No string, no sellotape.
Rubber?
No, rubber's out. They've got to have a steering wheel. There's a minimum crew requirement.
What's the minimum crew?
Oh, one, I suppose.
So the allegations that they're just designed to carry as much oil as possible, hell with the
ludicrous.
consequences, I mean, that's ludicrous.
Absolutely ludicrous. These are very, very strong vessels.
So what happened in this case?
Well, the front fell off in this case, by all means, but it's very unusual.
But Senator Collins, why did the front book fall off?
Well, a wave hit it.
A wave hit it?
A wave hit the ship.
Is that unusual?
Oh, yeah. At sea, chance in a million.
So what do you do to protect the environment in
Well,
cases like this?
the ship was towed outside the environment.
Into another environment?
No, it's been towed beyond the environment. It's
Yes,
not
but
in the
into
environment.
No, but from one environment to another environment.
No, it's beyond the environment. It's not in an environment. It
Well,
has
it
been
must be
towed
somewhere.
beyond the environment.
Well, what's out there?
Nothing's out there.
Well, there must be something out
There
there.
is nothing out there. All there is sea and birds and fish.
And?
And 20,000 tonnes of crude oil.
And what else?
And a fire.
And anything else?
And the part of the ship that the front fell off. But there's nothing else out there.
Senator Collins, thanks for
It's a
joining
complete void.
Yeah, we're out of
The
time.
environment's perfectly safe. We're out of time?
Yeah.
Can you book me a cab?
But didn't you come in a Commonwealth car?
Yes, I did. But
What happened?
no, the front fell off.
Now present the Commonwealth car of the time.
For God's sake. I mean,
I love that skit so much.
when Harry shoots you.
Yeah, you do
Look,
not.
it's reliable.
You do not live.
It's dependable. You're gonna be able to find parts for it, unlike the Serato.
Yeah, but the front falls off.
Front fell off. The front
No,
fell off.
only when it's hit by a wave, and we're in a landlocked country, so we're fine.
My concern is that the front's going to fall off the Draco when he goes to shoot him.
Well, that would be that is very atypical. That does not normally happen.
Yeah. What a 5.2, so I think it's not like an early LS or something pre-LS, but you know, reliable engine.
You've been killed. All right. Now, gentlemen, gentlewomen, gentle people,
time.
it is time for the wild cards. And
Oh, no,
I'm
here
going
we
to
go.
start us off rather impressively. For I have brought a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. I have brought the future
Can of BB.
of Elbonia. I have brought the exact thing we were missing from my lineup. As you may have paid attention, for my air asset, I chose an Osprey, which was really more of a cargo plane. It's like it could be used as an attack plane, but more often than not, it is going to be used to carry troops in and out of locations. So what we need is some sort of air superiority fighter.
Oh God, no.
Oh dear.
Don't you dare bring the pole key.
What I would like to introduce to you would be a modernization.
No.
Oh no.
No!
The
Oh god. No, fuck that right off.
Killed.
Shooting you.
Killed.
Dead.
Killed.
Fucking
Yep.
dead.
Dead. I don't care who buy, you're dead.
We have two variants, a 1 and a 2-seater available.
That's great. He's dead before he even saw the second plane.
Yeah.
He will.
That many countries are pissed off that you ruined their good work by pairing it with another country that they don't like.
The only people who haven't killed you at this point, Brad, is the fighter mafia.
This is a Generation 8 fighter. We will.
No, it's not. Fuck off. Math generations don't work like it's not like math. We can go 4 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 = a Generation 8. No.
Still a Gen 3.
Sorry. Sorry. 3.
This is a plane that can do Mach 3.
No. It's gonna melt.
Once.
Just enjoy the overwing drop mounts taking out your rear fucking stabilizers.
I'm pretty sure the F-135 doesn't have power to make anything do Mach 3.
I don't want to hear the British man complain about overwing drop tanks.
I will, and we created them. It's my birthright to bitch about them.
Yeah, he knows why they don't work.
They work pretty well.
Not on a fucking MiG-23 that does Mach 3 in your loopy lally world.
Well, yeah, they won't do Mach 3 with the drop tanks, but that's fine. You could drop the drop tanks and do Mach 3.
So you'll do Mach 3 for 2 seconds.
I now regret putting my name on
and
this.
then run out of fuel.
He's dead.
I don't think there's any possible way I could be killed for this.
My body is physically
You reckon?
heating up in anger.
I can't witness any more of this for my own.
Oh, come on, Cher. You've got to see the next one.
I'm
yeah,
boss.
like Brad didn't try. The rest of us at least put in some effort.
I did
add
try.
China to the kill list. Add China to
Brad
the kill
tried to
list.
die,
They'll
is
try
what
and
he
kill
did.
you for your claims.
At this point, Magenta has you on her kill list.
China's too busy laughing right now.
They're still going to kill you just in case you're on.
China doesn't have a sense of humor.
It's like, haha, you funny, you die laugh.
All right, you updated it with dead.
Yeah, with me alive. Yeah.
What? That's what I thought. Right, gentlemen. Earlier, I brought up the power of infantry. Well, there's something much more powerful than infantry.
Oh no.
Much more powerful than infantry. And that is
Fire?
the power of the sun!
Oh yeah, this. Yeah.
May I present to you the Sonnengewehr? That's right, the Nazi sun gun.
Why didn't you pick the Soviet sun gun?
No, Brad. Other way round. The Chinese kill him.
Oh, okay. Well, why not both?
No, because Harry loves the idea of a solar gun. He's watched all the Bond films. He's watched Diamonds Are Forever, Die Another Day, and Man with the Golden Gun, which all had the same solar-powered weapon theory.
Plus, think about it.
He loves that shit.
Yeah, you have a weapon that can destroy, well, almost anything.
Like, valid counterpoint though, ask the Soviets how well that went trying to get that set up.
Blame the Soviet engineering for not doing it properly.
No, so I mean they got halfway. The problem is they launched it up there and the thing didn't unfurl properly. It got tangled within itself.
Oh, my analysis
Is there
was
any
completely
way
correct.
to aim this once you get it into the sky?
Yes.
Presuming you get it into the stratosphere.
Well, nowadays, yes, you would with like the way you control regular satellites, and
Actually, I've just realized
the mirrors and everything.
This requires Elbonia to have a space program. Harry's killed.
Yes, it does.
As well.
Yeah.
which of course we would have.
So China's gonna kill him because he has a
Eventually.
space program.
No.
Yes.
That's the same as having intercontinental ballistic missiles on their doorstep. If
So
I
now
got
we
killed,
can shoot them down.
if I got killed because I gave them a Concorde, because there's a chance that it could be used as a bomber or a spy plane, you're getting killed for having a space program. God damn it!
On that bombshell, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys are still at this. If you're gonna make a video, this is gonna be like a 3-hour video.
We're coming up. We're crested 3.5.
Gentlemen, this
Oh wait,
concludes
this
my
is gonna be
slideshow.
video? Okay.
Glory to Elbonia.
Glory to Magentonia.
God.
I'm starting my own country with
Oh, it's
Magenta
Momo.
and
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
I'm leaving before I see this.
No, you're not.
Yes, he was.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Because speed outrun bullet ultimate. Allowed.
That's it?
LAV-8 air defense.
That's it?
That's the most reason. How is that
I'm
reasonable?
disappointed.
For her, a
I'm
wild
very
card is just a
disappointed.
reasonable thing.
That's
for everybody else.
underwhelming.
I mean,
The
China
wild
kills
card
her
isn't
either
a
way.
wild card.
But that's it? Is there anything else?
You know, the fact that we go from the sun
Yes,
gun
there
to
is.
this is
Yeah.
it's pretty underwhelming.
Thank you for watching.
How did she find like the Windows Movie
Please
the
Please
don't
executing.
Bad news.
Bad news.
China is killing her.
Yeah, China's killing her for that, and it's also just surprisingly underwhelming.
Yeah.
Why is one of those guys facing the other direction?
Oh, because the only reason they lived this time is because Vigan lived with it's basically the same thing immediately before.
Right.
Josh's wild card
was a little bit different.
Probably a fuck.
Good.
Yeah, where's the thing? There it is. So his wild card is well, very weird. It's an auto gyro with machine guns and rocket pods.
What
I was
the
joking when I
fuck?
said the fucking. I was joking when I mentioned Little Nelly. God damn it!
Oh dear.
I kind of love that.
Like, I don't think it's I don't think it's a threat to China with that.
Ignore the fact that those are Chinese markings on that one.
China's going to be pretty curious at how he got it, but they're also going to be like, I mean, we have machine guns.
So,
yeah.
My man bought one of those magazines where you get 2 pieces of it every month, and it's 10 quid, and it takes 2,000 months to build it once at a time.
Oh, there's actually an article about them.
Yeah,
China's weird attack gyrocopter is worse than you think.
My headcanon is that he bought a copy of it from AliExpress. So it's not even the good one.
Then he put the guns on himself.
Yeah. That's my headcanon. It's not.
Is it AliExpress or AliExpress?
Ali.
There's
AliExpress, Alibaba, Temu, Shane.
Ben Gisbergen.
Wish.
Wish is another one, yeah. Or Shane. One of the two.
Buick.
But bunch of Chinese marketplaces.
Yeah.
AliExpress is the big one though. Wish has fallen off. AliExpress took over. Temu's getting big now because of TikTok.
Josh didn't have any particular notes for the auto gyro besides the rockets and machine guns.
That's fine. I don't think he needs it. He lives either way because the odds of the one working one that doesn't crash immediately when showing off to cousin Harry would be good enough.
There's no machine guns on this one in the picture.
No.
It's just rockets.
Because every other one after that is going to crash and die. But
fingers crossed. If they die, you don't have to pay them.
Yeah, you got a point.
right. Go ahead, Rhodey.
All right.
Oh, wait, sorry, I gotta clear that. Oh.
Dunker. I present the. No, I've done that wrong. I present the SciPac Corvo Precision Payload Delivery System, which is our other contribution to the Ukraine war.
The cardboard drone.
The cardboard drone.
Looks like it was made. It looked like it was made by the Wright
in a
brothers.
balsa wood plain trench coat.
It can carry a payload up to 3 kilos. And I could see that.
Kilos, huh?
I could see that. There might be not. The Chinese. This is made of waxboard. You get a decent rainstorm and it's out of commission. But because it's made of cardboard, because it's designed to be an affordable product, Harry can have his very own Black Ops 2 swarm of drones.
Imagine like 1,000 of these things.
Yeah. Oh, thousands of you're lowballing the numbers there.
The
He's
problem.
gonna try and throw it like a paper airplane.
China knows how effective these can be from the Ukrainian war. You do realize that.
Yeah, but again, we're having a fight in the middle of the portion of the world that has a monsoon season.
Also, that thing
All
would
China has to
suck
do is
in a
attack in the
jungle.
rain, and they're good.
That thing would suck in a jungle.
Yeah. All those trees, trying to get the payload in the trees.
That's the thing. He said you're using thousands of them. You'll just, by sheer number, clear all the trees out of the way eventually, and then they'll start hitting.
Yeah, in the same way that by using sheer numbers of these things, Ukraine was able to do this to a Tu-22. Using one of those.
Yeah, China kills you for this,
Nice.
buddy. Yeah.
No. Rainstorm. Monsoon.
But how?
It's a flying cardboard box. How well is a cardboard box going to do in a monsoon?
How good is our infrastructure in Elbonia? Or are we keeping these?
Let me put it this way: imagine how it is in Burma right now. Sorry, Myanmar right now, and then make it worse. This is the Shandong Peninsula.
Shandong's
China.
Shan Plateau. My bad.
Yeah, it's looking pretty green.
I don't see any cities.
Like it gets a lot of water.
Pardon me,
Nice.
jeez.
That's going in the video.
Right. There's only 3 populated cities of significant size in the Shan state.
Right, but none of those will matter when Elbonia takes over.
Yeah, Lashio, Kangtung, and Taunggyi. Well,
Taunggyi is our capital.
Yeah, you're going to want those cities to be there because you're going to need infrastructure of some kind. That's a big section of Myanmar.
Elbonia always rebuilds.
There's not a lot there, but yeah.
So I missed the start. What's the what's the very tenuous link between our South American mud republic and this?
Oh, Elbonia moves.
Yeah, Elbonia moves around. It was Eastern European at one point.
Yep.
Okay.
Good
point.
380,000.
Before we finish off, I'd at least, because he's not here, like to show off Jack's wild card because he did at least finish that.
Sure.
Wait, how is Kangtung your capital? It's the small. It's like
Feel
the smallest
free
of the
to.
3 cities.
No, Taunggyi is our capital.
Oh, Taunggyi. Okay, 380,000. All right.
Ah, yes,
no.
he did send this to me. That is Robert Mao in the Elbonia LP3. Yes.
It's sidewinders and yeah.
Nice 50 cal on the roof.
Oh my god.
I think the problem with that
I feel
50
like
cal
you're taking
is.
psychic damage.
Oh no, maybe not.
I'm more concerned about the missiles blowing up the nose of the car.
Yeah, yeah. Launching them in that direction isn't gonna do you very good.
It also just looks like it's got angry eyebrows.
Yes.
I wonder how much editing you're gonna have to do to this.
He won't. He'll just post
Editing.
it.
Oh yeah, it's fair.
No, raw dog it.
Yeah, this is going up as is. All right.
So
Glory to
1,
Elbonia.
2, 3, 4,
Glory to
5.
Elbonia.
1, 2,
Glory to
3,
Elbonia.